Fusion of energy. It's victory. It's going to be victory in an uphill battle. Now, let me help somebody get the clarity on the energy about what it is that you have. Because somebody wanted to hope that they were creating full throttle mental confusion on a situation. Now, for somebody in a situation, the reason being why your situation, you could hear about third party, right? So in my situation, it would literally be me, somebody born in 1988. So I'm going to say ex-husband, because clearly he is my ex-husband and he just is not processing to him, his family, or whatever, right? So in this situation, for somebody, you could want somebody to heal, because some people couldn't have, a lot of people haven't healed some wounds, because it's like, also you can have somebody feeling like you want to control them, but this is a Virgo who's looking to control you, okay? For somebody, the clarity you need to understand in this situation, right? I'm going to use myself as an example. So I had my ex-husband, which that's still a factor in my current energy, right? So the third party in this situation would be the last recent person I had dealt with, would make that person the third party. Okay, so with that person being the third party, and then I still have, which in my current energy would still be the person who technically is not processing in their head with them doing the insurance fraud and saying that I was dead to collect the money with them and my family and so forth, right? The other person, the other party involved, which the last recent person, which was the paid hit person, which been getting paid to do all this other, which they're not excluded from the situation, but they're not as the main factor in the situation. So if somebody's situation is still someone that you still probably could have been connected to, that has literally been prominent in the prime energy, which is cloaking the person of the last recent person who you dealt with. Now, granted, it does not take away what this last recent person did, participated in, and helped to rally up in this situation, right? So the last current person, their energy has been basically still cloaking with the other people involved. For somebody, you have that person, your relatives, other family members, and friends. Then now you have to add in third party situation, which is your recent last person and their people that got involved in this situation, which is causing you to have the confusion. Well, who is who? Because with this, where you can still be like, why is this person still in my energy? Why these people are still here, right? And for this situation, this could even be causing them confusion if they're listening into the situation, because it's like, well, shit, we could still use these people, but the confusion is, you still, for me, is the ex-spouse that's not grasping the concept. The shit is dead. It's no rekindling. It won't ever fucking wake up. For somebody, you have this person. For me, I have this person and all my baby fathers, right? Then I have the last recent person who's still here and their people involved, right? So this person right here, even though they did fucked up, they're in the energy as well. But also with this person is not grasping the concept that with their shit got going on, they still got other people who surrounded them that they brought into the situation, which is now causing even bigger confusion, because they have to figure out who is who in their energy. So for somebody, you basically, it's not like you're saying, hey, you're dead to me or whatever the case may be, but off a technicality, in order for your peace to be able to focus on what it is that you need to do. Because for somebody, you're surrounded by this ex-person who don't get the concept, and with them and their family, then you can have actual people that were your caregivers, the people you grew up with, your friends. And then if you have, baby mamas, baby daddies, or whatever, they're actually in this situation. Also, someone, your parents, aunts, uncles, and cousins, all these people are a factor, right? And then whatever people that they brought in from their organizations and societies, right along with, for somebody, if you were heavy religious in church, they got those fucking people in there. So you got police, law, whatever, because they all wrapped into these people here, right? The last recent person, now whatever shit that they got involved in and their people, so now you got that involved. And then also with that shit being involved, you know what I'm saying? Now here you are getting hit like that, and now you got the family. So all this shit is all wrapped into one situation. Now, I hope that gave somebody clarity in the situation, so you can be like, I can focus now. You know what I'm saying? So for somebody with that situation, because somebody you need to know with this, your family is paying people, which this cycle that you've been closed out, but they're not closing it out. So with you not being able to make sure that they do this, because somebody, the next situation of the last recent person, even though that they were involved with these people, so it's basically intertwining with each other. So somebody, you sit here like, well, who is who and what energy is who and who is this person trying to do this? So it's really looking like, even though you got that past person and the last recent person, and it's like that there, then if it was another person, like say the past recent person, you lived with them, you slept with them, you did things with them, right? There were still two more people that were paid to come in from these people. The last recent person was also paid from these people. But for somebody, the last recent person was not only paid from the relatives, ex-spouse, they were also paid from other systems. I won't speak on those. So with all three of those things, this last recent person is tied into way fucking much more, which is making the energy even more confusing, because that person don't even know what people they have in their energy. Now, until they take care of that, at that point, you definitely have to say, hey, I'm not paying attention to you, because that person is also right along with these other people playing in your energy. So now you're sitting here like, well, who is who? You technically got all three of these people playing in your energy. So basically, whatever it is, like for me in my situation, I'm calling it all out. So why should I give a fuck about any of them? Because nobody's like physically approaching you. So you can't just keep, like, oh, who is who? But, well, shit. In the situation, you know who is who. But right now, for somebody, if you got a strong faith, God ain't gonna put you in no situation that he ain't gonna get you through. Okay? You can see exactly what it is, but for you to close out the cycle of all the situations, close it all fuck down until, for one person, like for me, I know family, that ex-spouse, that shit's gone. The last recent person, they about 2 seconds from being gone. Because for somebody, you could have had two other people, but they are non-factors because they were adamant. The other two people that were sitting, and like one of them, they got intrigued, but I feel like you're saying it's a cancel, it's a hell no. Because for me, I know in my situation, the last two, one I went to the school with, the other person they were sitting in from the fucking app, and it was like, it's a hell no. It's a hell no, right? So in the midst of all of these other people, because you got to think, they got to try to figure out how to play this mental, psychological game with you. So with those last two, and then the last recent person who you lived with, whatever the case may be, they brought people in. So now you got these other three people who brought in other fucking people who now have eyes on you. You see what I'm saying? So if it's like a new experience or situation coming in, which it still don't look like it's a little sketchy, but with the situation opening up to, like, with all parties involved, everybody's eyes are now opening to the fact, like, where did we all fuck up at, and what were we so quick to respond to? Now, with somebody in a situation with judicial system being involved, somebody could do jiu-jitsu or some shit like that, Brazilian Portuguese or something like that, or they could do that. But with all the people that they got involved in this situation, now you're sitting here, well, who is who? And I like, for me, it's just like, shit, fuck it. I am not trying to figure out who is who, but I know who not to fucking give the time to. Like, if you haven't got to that place to know what your discernment is, to use your intuition, you're going to be fucked. For somebody, they could be literally, like, for somebody, like I said, in all aspects, like mass majority of them, they were in like a group. You know what I'm saying? They could have been part of the DL group. They could have, been in polyamorous, open relationships. But it's nothing wrong with it. But it's just the only thing, for two of them, they were actually sent in to take your life, and they were cool with it. The other person, the recent person, they were paid to do it, but it was like something there. But I feel like you're just like, okay, whatever. Like, somebody literally want to rectify, but it would require them to do inner and outer work. Love, judgment, two of wands, love and wisdom, because I feel like somebody could have convinced someone that you were not intelligent. Another person could have convinced them like, oh, you're bored, you're a liar. Another person wanted to keep something on the low. Then it was like somebody could have had up to 4 people at a time, which is giving me polyamorous, open relationship or something like that. And they wanted to keep something hush, keep something quiet where they all work together. Okay. So then in another aspect, for somebody, I don't feel anybody would literally have as much shit that I had going on. So it was like a little bit tricky to figure out who was who and what angle you getting hit from. Okay, so from here we're going to be able to thank you, Archangel Michael, for coming in. Okay, these were people convincing a group of people that you wasn't who you say you were. These were people trying to convince that you were like demonic. Okay, just because I carry the angel of death does not make me demonic. Okay, I cannot help the fact that I was born with that angel to be my guardian. I can't help that I was born with Archangel Michael being my guardian. I cannot help that. But also I was blessed to have Helios, which is the love. So meaning anything that I'm going to do is going to be with love. So sometimes it can cause me to be super nice, but understanding, compassionate. But I know how to be, hey, Michael, come on in. Hey, Samuel, come on in. So if I get up into that point where it's like you're pissing me the fuck off, chill. So somebody literally was trying to manipulate that energy. And Archangel Michael is like, okay, cool. For somebody, you could have like a King of Wands, Hangman, they could have been it, but they want to give allegiance. But this is also somebody, like I said, you do have somebody, because the energies are all like this, right? It's somebody that did do you fucking dirt. But the confusion is, and this is where they fucked up at. And let me make it very, very fucking clear. This person fucked themselves, and then they fucked up because they felt that they going against you and doing what they did, which was very stupid. Because I'm getting somebody like, stupid, fuck, right? Whatever. They'll be all right. But it's like at the same time, somebody's realizing like how bad of the Ten of Swords is. It's like, do I not? Very impulsive. But the insight that you have of good and evil is fucking something up. It's like somebody didn't realize how deep some shit went. Okay, let's just say everybody involved, they play in this spiritual shit. Okay, somebody could have literally, like I said, betrayed you for same-sex type shit, but now it's like, I don't even want that shit no more. Somebody literally is like, I don't even want that shit no more, because there's something going on. Like somebody could actually overcome this shit. That's true. To gain balance, something about the heart. Like somebody willing to sacrifice this rainbow bullshit, because rainbows out here twice. And it's just like, shit, you allow me to see the light. You're allowing me to see something. Like somebody was literally fucking with somebody third chakra. But it's like, are you giving up on me? Or you like somebody's suffering in silence? Choose wisely. But it's like the disruption that they cause into this harmony is like, well, you speaking on it. And it's like they got easily fucking offended versus, hold on, let me really, see what you're saying. But I feel like whatever this person had around them, that's what's fucking them up. But this is also somebody probably waking up to the motherfucking fact and getting awareness that it's certain shit that you just don't fucking do. Because this is like somebody that probably thought like, oh, well, shit, if she like, for me, like, I can guarantee somebody's thought was, well, she got a real thick thing for Spanish men. So somebody could have convinced somebody to a fucking point that they was the motherfucking prize. And it's like, oh, we had it all fucked up. Like, she really the prize, but we sit here fucking playing with a motherfucker, celebrating, willing, like somebody really felt like they had the upper hand, because it's like, this is something that she really fucking wanted. Like, I always wanted that. But then it's like, oh, this motherfucker playing the game thinking that they have authority and power to be able to keep playing this fucking game and thinking I'm going to have patience for his ass. And then it's like, somebody got hit with that curveball. Somebody definitely got hit with the motherfucking curveball. Because it's like, somebody could have had this thought where, like I said, the third party for me and my situation would be like my ex-husband and all these other motherfuckers. These motherfuckers had this person convinced, right along with this person's, folks and people that had involved, because they all started working together, had this person convinced that I was literally going to go back to these motherfuckers. And clearly, I feel like whatever situation that could have happened in the last week made somebody wake the fuck up like she was not ever going to come back. Like, I don't know what kind of conversation they had, and I'm not in the fucking energy to dig into that, because I really can give two fucks about if these motherfuckers live or if they not, make it in the next tomorrow. I really can care two shits about it. But it was like somebody got like a shocker, and it's like, oh shit, I could. No, baby, it ain't even about the wine, because somebody could have got the confusion that they was gonna be able to like cause confusion with that, and somebody realized like it ain't even that. This is also somebody that spiritually thought that they can create an obstacle by delaying the situation. And it's like, well, shit, we can do it like this, and we can keep them from talking, and then we can come together, and then they'll be at emotional loss, and then we can move forward while they emotionally withdraw. Because I'm hopeful that we can keep celebrating with this bullshit, and I can break up their spiritual bond. And that's the truth. This is also somebody who felt like, well, I have his heart. So and they've been, flying me publicly, and this is what the universe wants for me. So this person feeling like that they was still having a victory and being balanced with this, and you're just like, for somebody, you could feel that a week ago, like they could have just like woke up to the fact like, I don't really want to do this, but at the same time, it's like somebody realizing at the same time you was gonna get a new beginning, but with your new beginning and you cutting somebody off, somebody know for a fucking fact they jeopardize that they ass with to go to jail. Staying where they at, keep playing with you. Like somebody literally felt that playing with you, playing in your energy, like I got time. And this is like somebody not realizing. I feel like somebody in the last 24 hours, you're just like, they playing. Like this is somebody that will play like they don't do spiritual shit, and they do. Oh, you don't know that is somebody. This is like somebody thought that they were deceiving you to destiny swap with you. Like I could patiently wait until July. Or I could wait till next week or something like that. And somebody, you just said, okay. Because, for me, I already know whose energy is who. And now this is somebody waking up to the fact, oh, this bitch been new. Oh, baby, I've been new. Peak game long time ago, too. And you stay there like, for somebody, once you figure out what your situation is, stand on big motherfucking business. Because this is somebody hoping, like, when they come, like if you already know how to like protect yourself or something like that, this is somebody that was going to come in to try to steal more creativity just to gain a financial thing, just to stay out of prison. But the thing of it is, this is the trick. It requires you to give a fuck. When you don't give a fuck, this is a person that is standing in truth that they create an imbalance, and that university, they will still have your covering because it's your covering that had been keeping this person from going to prison. You see? And this is somebody that felt that they can come in with deception and envy because they still got a fucking grudge against you to destiny swap, and they're going to be passionate to take it right back to the same home that they stole from you and make it seem all back in these emotions with them, and this should halt their new beginnings, and this can show down their powers, and then I could pretend like I want to partner up with them and have an ally. This will cause me to shut down their crown chakra, but it also will allow me to figure out how they gaining and getting the knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So somebody was still like, even with these other people, I feel like you can give two shits. Like you reading these motherfuckers to feel like the ex-husband, like for me, my ex-husband, all these other motherfuckers that I don't give a fuck about no more. Shit is gonna be what it's gonna be. This is even like these police and all this shit that still work with all these people, but also consider the last recent person as well playing along with this shit. You see what I'm saying? And whoever the last person thinking that they was a motherfucking prize, they was never the fucking prize. The same way where they was using you to gain off of you was the same way that you was sitting there. Like for me, that motherfucker thought he was doing something. No, motherfucker, you was actually helping me escape. I just didn't feel that you was going to do some fuck shit, but I had a feeling you was going to do some fuck shit. And when they pulled that fuck shit, that was enough for me to know, okay, it's going to be more fuck shit. But I literally just kept his ass around because I needed to know, like him not understand, like he felt that I didn't have the spiritual understanding of how shit went. So the more that he was doing shit, and every time that he'll come over there, try to come penetrating shit like that, it was dropping more and more and more. And it's like, come on, bring that ass. I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna harm you. But you gonna give me the motherfucking information one way or a motherfucking other. And lo and behold, every time. And even when, like, recently, he's still playing in the fucking energy like, oh, I got time. We got a spiritual connection. All it takes for me to do something tonight, and that shit is dead. But I'll still read your ass for fun of it, right? Because I'm ready for the new. And then it's like with this person also being firm, like if he want to be Goliath, I can be David. Goliath took that motherfucker down with a rock. Come on now, baby. So we're not going to use religion in this aspect to feel like, well, I got a different practice. No, the fuck you don't. Santeria, brujeria, voodoo, hoodoo, it's all the same motherfucking practice, sugarfoot. It's all the same motherfucking practice, okay? But one thing what we're not going to fucking do is cause you to keep playing in people's energy and feeling like it's cool to do that shit. Because I cease and motherfucking desist. These were also people realizing like you're not for to cause nobody an emotional loss to destiny swap and be passionate about that shit to go ahead and take it back to the next motherfucker. I'll be damned. And then it's like, well, can we have peace and harmony? Motherfucker, if you were supposed to have that peace and harmony, you would have came on June 9th as if you were supposed to, right? You was also paid again from a Cancer, the Taurus, and the fucking Pisces who's convinced you right along with two motherfucking Aries and a Leo to go ahead and do some fuck shit for your same sex motherfucker who's, you know what I'm saying, right around the same time where y'all all partnering up and y'all felt power. It was more powerful in fucking numbers and you was going to manipulate your own spiritual union. Whether, I don't know if you was stupid to it or you wasn't stupid to it and you was cool to go along with it. And that's the truth. For a new beginning and for a destiny swap, and you was passionate about going ahead and do this to keep this achievement and hopeful that you can get some wishful fulfillment and cause conflict and defeat and get this person emotional withdrawal while you accelerated, and this person was going to suffer with love and stuff like that, but this person been patiently doing stuff and triumphing, but you was like, this shit ain't worth it no more because now you're bored. Because now you want victory and success and you're aware of what's actually happening. You're seeing the transformation. And it's like this person really had wisdom. This was really my love beginning. But how? Like the waiting game. The waiting game is about to be over. For somebody, they literally like, somebody got like not even, I feel like for somebody, if you feel like you're going to move on, June 18th is going to be your moving forward. This shit is no longer going to be prolonged. Somebody could have even felt that March 7th or July 3rd that they was going to be able to keep this shit going. And intuitively, you know, like it's probably cause conflict. Like if you had, like this is like someone they don't get the concept, like they haven't healed certain sexual traumas within themselves. For somebody literally having till June 18th. For somebody, if you've already advanced on your spiritual aspect, this person don't even have that time that they really feel like they had. This motherfucker, like they keep playing. They for real be suffering in silence to 2029. So meaning this person will suffer, like somebody literally will end up going to prison for that shit. Like somebody could end up facing fucking 3 years. And somebody know that shit. For somebody, not even 3 years, somebody can literally face up to 23 years to motherfucking 39 years in fucking prison for fucking with you. In the aspect of how they did you. And instead of them just being like honest and like somebody wanted you sad. For somebody, this also could be this person not realizing that they have other people working behind their back and wanting them sad, and with them wanting you sad really, really bad. In the background, this person could literally want to change. These people could have been doing work on this other person, like the last recent person. Whether they choose to wake up to it, they have about 3 to 5 fucking people working behind their motherfucking back. And even though this is destined for this person to get this, and if they're still working in that same energy of wanting to work against you, which is something destined for them to get the healing, baby, let them lose that. That ain't got shit to do with you. That is not your problem. Intuitively, this will cause this person so much fucking conflict that he, like, even if y'all was meant to be, like, for some of y'all were meant to like build something together in the best way. Like this person was meant to sacrifice something and to gain something so fucking big. But the fact that they're standing their ground and doing what it is that they're doing, for somebody, this month was their month to go ahead and do it. If they didn't wake up to other people doing something, whatever fucking karma they're meant to reap, that has shit to do with you. But this person, like, they choose to keep fucking playing with you. Somebody, they actually was supposed to have this shit done by the 10th. Between the 8th and 10th. They played in your motherfucking energy. Guess what? You still fit to have a new beginning. And this person fit to get fucking locked up right along with the rest of the crew. While you, and for somebody, you might end up just being, you know, on your own little fucking path. And for somebody, even if you know, have to delay in something like that, and you want something, I feel like this, as soon as this person keep like doing whatever the fuck it is they doing, they, if they don't get locked up now, by August or September, this person's gonna be fucking locked up. You'll still get your new beginning, and that new person, for somebody, you could end up still meeting somebody this month, between now, which is June, to the January. January 16th is like 2025, 2026 is when you'll meet somebody else. Cause who, and that's the truth. Cause somebody going, if they gonna sacrifice the union for somebody, somebody will replace this person. Even if y'all even do, you know, make the little doodle wob, do whatever it is that you gonna fucking do, it's gonna, something still gonna come out of that, but that person is gonna miss out on everything. So basically, let's just say free turkey basters, free sperm, whatever the fuck it is, regardless, or you know, however that situation fucking play out for you, that person will not be able to go along or conspire to be like, if it's children that's gonna come out of that, that person will not be there. Somebody, you will end up with like fucking fraternal twins or some shit like that, and that person will not be there at all. This is one of those, you watch the next motherfucker raise your fucking family. And if that person is clearly okay with other fucking people to do that, that's their heartache and loss. For somebody, these are people that was genuinely hoping that they can create heartache and loss for you. Somebody's birthday is in March, okay? March 3rd, March 12th, March 8th, August 3rd, 12th, 4th, April 8th, 12th, or the 3rd, or the 4th, 7th, or the 20th. This person was only with this person if they end up leaving you for somebody that was either a Leo, Aries, heavy on this Aries, or a Pisces person. They was only with this person for money. They didn't want love for this motherfucker. They have options. So they could have just even been doing hoodoo work on whoever this person is anyway. So whoever, if it was a person that was supposed to come towards you, shit, they still doing work on this motherfucker right now. So if this person allows somebody to break up their connection or whatever union that's meant for them, that's their own fucking loss. For somebody, you should be healed enough and in your motherfucking prime to know, let that motherfucker go. Intuitively, you know, rest, rejuvenate. Because it's not meant for you to be in no motherfucking mental conflict and an emotional loss. Somebody could be in fucking emotional loss because you speaking up and they wanted to keep creating obstacles and challenges in your spiritual strength, wanted you to back down and just like see it my way. And it's like you're triumphant, your crown chakra, like your crown chakra is booming. They was hoping to try to block that, but I feel like for somebody, like for me, I'm taking full fucking advantage. Bitch, keep watching. I need y'all to keep watching. I need y'all to keep doing the fucking fuck shit that you doing, because whatever it is that you fucking doing, all you doing is manifesting in for the new motherfucker to get ready to come on in. Thank you. And every time that you keep invading somebody's dream space, their thoughts, their meditation, astral projecting and shit like that, keep feeding me the information I need to know about your fuck ass, because some of y'all motherfuckers in fuck energy and you need to be told about your goddamn selves. Okay, because somebody keep on feeling like that you not fit to move on, and they feel like you fit to play the waiting game with their ass so they can come in and try to destiny swap and tempt you. Baby, you can't tempt a motherfucker that just already don't give a fuck about what it is that they gonna do. Okay, intuitively you could know somebody want to come in. And then it's like for somebody, they could actually want to come in, grow with you financially, love on you, but you need to choose wisely, because somebody, you got up to 4 fucking people who got their eye on you. So if somebody keep delaying, that's their problem, and you still got somebody else coming in. For somebody, be prepared for somebody else to come in. Somebody in the next 33 fucking days, you're going to have somebody come on in, and I'm getting somebody sitting in the fucking background like, I'll love on you. Shit, I won't fuck up on the first try. And somebody like, if you like me, I'm patient. Shit. No love. I can't lose no fucking love that I didn't have in the fucking first place. The fuck? Oh, I'm gonna tempt you with it. You can't tempt the motherfucker. That's free P9. The fuck? You want me to feel some type of way because somebody's trying to cause an obstacle and confusion because they don't want a truth speaking because it's fucking up their mental, where they concerned about the next person's mental when they just doing this bullshit, and then the other people that they got fucking involved in this bullshit, they weak in the motherfucker in the first and second. Shit, they don't even come first, second, or third place. Like somebody could be in fucking regret about fucking trying to play on you, trying to create some deception and envy about what it is that they was really doing. Cause somebody for real fucking suffering. Like thought they had, somebody really thought they had that shit in the bag. Like, oh, I got a new beginning. I got what I want. This is how I like, you know. Okay, have fucking fun, bitch. Cause that ain't got shit to do with you. Okay. But shit, for somebody, you ready for a man, like, baby, is you ready to do this? Because for somebody, you know what I'm saying, be prepared, regardless how it's going to do. If you got to choose yourself, like for me in my situation, I'm not fit to keep waiting. Either y'all going to come in, because I'm not trying to do no summer love, motherfucker. Is you with it or you ain't? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm too loyal to be sitting here trying to focus on him, and him. Like, shit, if y'all hitting me left and right, shit, may the best motherfucker win. Shit, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's not to just be an asshole, but at least I'm gonna keep it honest. It'll be motherfuckers talking about they player. Motherfucker, no, they the best motherfucker win. These will be motherfuckers just try to keep a secret. Like, I don't have to tell you the shit. As a single woman, I am free to do as the fuck I please. But these are people also at the same time, these are people looking to pay people to study you. You can tell when a man or a woman's trying to study you just to get up on you. Okay, because somebody, you are empress and you're a fucking 10 of pentacles on your own. You are marriage motherfucking material. Shit, you could be just now rebuilding your shit, but somebody, you so much on your shit, motherfuckers love you just off the strength of just seeing you alone. So somebody could be trying to compare them motherfucking selves to you, and they can't fucking hold a, not even a fucking candle. It's like trying to light a fucking match and that bitch is a dub. You hear me? For somebody, you got a fucking heavy Leo, whether it's a transsexual or a fucking regular ass fucking woman in fucking masculine energy. Bitch, sit y'all whole asses down. Learn you something. Quit sitting here trying to overpower and overrule somebody and thinking you know you something or you know fucking better for somebody else's life if you don't even know what's fucking better for you. Some of you need to go heal some fucking mama daddy fucking wounds. Some of you need to go get your motherfucking mental and emotional fucking checked out trying to be somebody else, and then you got to pay somebody to put somebody on somebody else's head. Not to mention that you willing to play on somebody else's fucking trauma and wounds just to get a fucking way. Like somebody, you are on your own, stand in your own shit. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles on your own. You're the Ace of Wands. Come on now. That means you rule love. That means Archangel Heniel. Heniel is the lover's card. Shit, you can be naturally, you ain't got to be a fucking Gemini, but naturally, shit, a Gemini, they rule communication. They rule love. They rule people with mental, psychological issues. They rule the shit that even if somebody have a fucking split personality, they rule fucking psychology. Play that game with somebody else. So even if you feel like you this fucking spiritual fucking guru, bitch, you losing already. Then on top of that, if you got fucking Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo in your motherfucking chart, motherfucker, come on now. Come on now. You gonna rule money. You gonna be stubborn as fuck. You gonna stand on big motherfucking business. And if you know what I'm saying, with water sign emotion shit, what is that? You know how to put the fucking emotions on the back burner. But intuitive, I sense your bullshit before you get ready to do the Ten of Swords shit. I know you only over here trying to steal shit just to get fake justice. I know you over here with that fake love and fake support because you feel like you gonna get something out of this. Come on now. Somebody was willing to do this. A Leo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, feminine willing to do that. By all means, to stop your willpower and for you not to have a new beginning. What fell in my lap? And they was going to hope to use religion, trying to, baby, you a high priestess. What the fuck they talking about? And then trying to play psychological games with you. Like, motherfucker, you rule that shit. You rule that. I could come up with this to try to, like, these are people that try to come up off of you. Contemplation to make the truth known and illegal. Fortune and fame, fulfill any request. Like, unbeknownst to them, shit, you got the capability, if you really fucking wanted to be on that shit, and somebody you wanted to use what your blessed and ordained thing that you was born with type gifts, all this shit will flip on every single last one of these people. For somebody, you hold so much motherfucking information that somebody, that the group of these people playing with you, their ops is way bigger than what the fuck it is they playing. Apparently, some of these people, if they part of the judicial system, Pay attention to what the fuck happened in Minnesota. Hello? Ain't nobody no exception to the rule. And if Trump allowing some other shit to go on, what the fuck make you think anybody's safe? I'm gonna up the security, baby. Your funds is not gonna be sufficient enough to be able to cover that. For somebody, there's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, feminine that's about to face the DEATH. I smell death around the corner in this season, June or July. You cannot play with fucking everybody and think that you're gonna get away. And if it's somebody that is a man that you trying to fucking play with, every fucking man ain't fit to sit here and play with y'all asses about this shit. And you're gonna get set up by this Aries, Leo, Gemini, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius female. That they willing to double cross all of y'all motherfuckers. So y'all better fucking figure out who trying to double cross who while y'all over here trying to fuck with me. Cause somebody, y'all got some enemies amongst the group. Got a lot of enemies. And y'all don't even know who is who. Trying to eat off somebody else and somebody else trying to knock off some other fucking people in their own fucking group who they've been paying y'all they've been paying y'all hefty. But now the feds is involved. Y'all don't know who's the snitch is. I do. But y'all want to carry on a lie, which somebody clearly trying to figure out the magician of how they doing this. They probably using their gifts to get this, baby. I ain't got to fuck, suck, and do nothing for the next shit. I really don't. And I ain't ever have to use that gift to do that with somebody. The fuck? Somebody was out here really trying to lie and pulling their... They really don't do that for real. No, motherfucker, the fuck? I did. Don't beat me up, man. No, motherfucker, take that shit. Somebody, your intellect be too fucking cold for that shit. Judgment. Somebody judgment while they keep on fucking playing. 3-strike rule, right? But everybody ain't gonna play that. Somebody wanted to try to get you locked up psychologically in psych ward, or somebody could work with these motherfucking people that do psychology. Somebody could have been trying to work with some medical groups or providers, or somebody could have been paid from that. They could low-key, for somebody, they could low-key be fucking one themselves. Or work for like CIA or some shit like that. And it's just like, huh? Like, yeah, motherfucker. Like I said, and this is also, these are people that know, like, they know about spiritual gifts. They know about people having extraterrestrial experiences. And with them knowing this is people like, I thought you wouldn't, like, motherfucking ain't no need to figure that out. Somebody could know that somebody, and in a certain instance, okay, you are like high priestess, Hierophant energy. So meaning you have the balance of you being able to collect the information, men and women. That's the Bethman, hermaphrodite. And if you don't know about that in full intel, you at the wrong place. Meaning you've been playing a fucking game and you don't even know your full research. Meaning a 33rd degree will know what the fuck I'm talking about. A Shriner will know what the fuck I'm talking about. Those in occult and esoteric knowledge know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. So with that type of energy that you carry, they know that it's only been 3 studies, meaning 3 cases worldwide of 3 people being able to, some of them it's very rare that it's only 3 cases. Gabriel, Michael, Samuel, angel of death. To carry that shit on you. When you have that, most of the time, it can make you perceive as a fucking siren, the grim reaper in the flesh, or an actual reincarnation with the DNA of Jesus, with the capabilities and talents that man had. On top of that, to be able, say, if you have people around you that can do music, write, draw, who was it? Aristotle, all these motherfuckers, you can actually reincarnate now in 2025 at this given age and actually have those talents, capability, and knowledge. Meaning, if somebody passed on, you can still be a living person. That person passed on, you can pick up that energy of that person. Meaning, you can read and pick up on the energy of the dead. Meaning, any crime, anybody playing in your energy, it's very rare that you get that. It's only 53 cases in the world of people can actually read the dead. Meaning, the dead would literally can come to them. They don't have to summon. They don't need no Ouija board, no nothing. It requires the person to be in their energy. So meaning if somebody wanted to know the truth of what happened to Biggie, Tupac, Aaliyah, Aretha Franklin, Angie Stone, Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown. Come on now. So it's only a few people, it's only 53 people in the world that is able to do that. Regardless of the language, you can pick that up. It's only, as they say, it's 144. There's 63 people that can actually pick up on certain things that has to do with Secret Service, intelligence, or anything of particular factors and synchronicities, along with energetic and auric type things. There's only 5 people that actually have access to be able to fund those things. And I mentioned those people a little bit earlier. Elon Musk is super intrigued by certain things. Austria has a research compound. China has a research compound. Russia has one. Romania has one. But if I speak on that, I ain't got time for the bullshit. But if we all start getting into the depths of the information about how certain people are still fucking around, you are a pure physical mortal to what knowledge that somebody has. So meaning any man-made type of situation is going to go to the wayside. So meaning if you're going to play with the Bible, right, and you keep trying to hide behind the church and you playing with the Bible, that's a handwritten petition. Regardless of what energy you're using, Jesus, the Orishas, the Vikings energy, Freya, it don't fucking matter. Guess what? That's a petition. Every time you speak those words, you're making a petition. A 33rd would know that. A Shriner would fucking know that. The president would fucking know that shit. So anybody, oh, I do hoodoo. Shit, even the real fucking voodoo priests from Cuba, Haiti, or motherfucking Africa will fucking know that. So who are you playing with? Because apparently you only carry the energy. So of course you can do feet magic. What size shoe do you wear? It will only work when you don't pay attention to who you're doing this shit to. So meaning proper divination needs to be done. And apparently you're desperate to get anybody that play in that shit, even in the dark world. But when you have Archangel Samuel, Gabriel, and fucking Michael, and the angel of fucking death, which falls under fucking Samuel, who outranks Lucifer, you're going to lose every time. So every time you keep trying to throw the evil, guess what? When that backfire hit, Strawberry Moon is the perfect fucking moon to let that hit. Now, I pray that none of you have fucking enemies. Because the death that you planned for the other person, and if it was man-made and it was created, oh, well, I was planning on get the police to do this, this, and this, and then I was going to get the lawsuit to go ahead and look like this. Guess what? Any of you motherfuckers that had ties with a judge, lawyer, sheriff, police, church, friends, family, hackers, guess what? You just manifested all that shit that you wanted to that person who carries those spiritual things on a natural, physical 3D, and you witness with yourself. Now you just created that shit for yourself. Now, God forbid that these people are in the underworld, and with them being in the underworld, meaning they do dark shit, they, you know, they cool with it. Now they sit here worrying about when I went back to Mexico, such and such house got blew up. Why my drug money get fucked up? Why the cocaine didn't get flipped? Why did this shit happen? Well, let's consider, who did you go after? Well, they family offered me $6 million. They offered me $3 million. All money ain't good money. I would have been like, you can keep that shit. Because whatever somebody did, you fucked up your transport. Now you can't move the weapons. You can't move the kids and the women. Now you sitting here getting hit with ice. Now motherfuckers getting shot up. And it's like, damn, all of this shit wasn't even supposed to happen. Now most of the time, depending on how distant you were to play this shit, I'm going to give you your first warning. I'm going to give you your second warning. Okay. Oh, you didn't hear me then. Okay. I took the money. I took the business. Oh, you didn't hear me then? Okay, now I gotta hit the mortgage. Oh, you didn't hear me then? Okay, now I gotta hit your kids. Okay, oh, you don't like them? So it's gonna keep hitting you until it hits your ass. July 3rd, somebody gonna meet a fucking major ass demise that they not fucking prepared for. Oh, I have the perfect marriage. Somebody born in 1973, 71, and 75. You got the perfect marriage? Okay, bet. Keep playing in that shit. Keep playing in that shit. Somebody born in 1963 that had ties with the judges, judicial system and shit like that, your transition is on the 13th. You had a near-death motherfucking experience on April 13th, and you try to create that same near-death situation for somebody around that same fucking time. April 13th and May 13th, right? You attempted again, right? Your turn. Your turn. Somebody 53 years old. Oh, you I saw the light. I can't believe it, Jesus. I can't believe it, Jesus. It's time to go ahead and get that because you wanted to keep causing disruption, right? Somebody tried to cause this around April 16th, May 16th. You try to do it again on June 1st, the 4th, and then again on the 16th. Remember playing on somebody's phone? Whoever this white head, this white dude, blonde hair. Somebody could have green eyes, brown eyes, hazel eyes. Okay, whoever this bald head dude that was going in and participated, some of these people were veterans, the universe got something for your ass. You wanted a destiny swap? Okay. But somebody's destiny where they was keep trying to play, where somebody was carrying on somebody else's burning, now you just took on the shit that was meant for them. Somebody had a whole fucking plan set out. Okay, well, I'm going to have them pass away at 6. I want them to pass away at 9, 13. I wanted to do it again at 16, 19, 21, 26, 27, 30 years old, 33, 36. Now you sitting here taking up the timeline that somebody really created for another person, with you doing that destiny swap. Guess what? You just picked up that person's death plot that these other people wrote up, whether you knew it or not. It sounds personal. Somebody, you can have a 22-year-old that could be away from home in fucking college. Somebody could be 35, 48 years old. Did you participate? Your first warning is to know something about a close relative or a close fucking friend. Somebody could have got that news on May 6th or June 5th. Did you not catch the warning? Someone got one on June 10th, June 12th. Somebody could have lost a friend in the fucking LGBT community. It was a sacrifice and it needed to fucking happen, but hey. Somebody can end up trying to unalive somebody else's fucking pregnancy. Guess what you fit to happen? You about to get that shit right the fuck back. Somebody, they gonna do this shit so fucking cold. Somebody either gonna lose a child, a month, 1 month old, 3 month old, or on their first fucking birthday. You playing in some dangerous ass fucking games. Somebody can have a fucking 11-year-old. You must chill the fuck out. And if you pregnant trying to do this fucking shit towards somebody else to cause conflict and defeat, count your motherfucking time. Somebody, you could be moving the fuck on. Somebody could sit there and even just try to go procreate with somebody and try to fucking walk off. Start going in, you just signed your own motherfucking death certificate. And meaning you might not even be physically dead, but spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, you will be fucking dead for 7 years straight. Be mindful. Be mindful. Cause my prophet no harm. You wanted to cause harm because, oh, they're a false this. Call me false one more motherfucking time. That shit fit to hit your ass like a motherfucking boomerang. Phone call. What's this? Such and such got locked up. Boomerang. Say it again. Say it again. I tripped out. Dare your ass to say that again. Now it's going to get funnier. He's going to leave me. Say it again. Say it again. I need you to keep fucking saying that. Because now that career that you've been working for the last 3 to 7 fucking years, now you can't work there no more. Now how you gonna pay that motherfucking mortgage? Because that money that you thought you was getting, that extra 9,000 ain't coming in no more. Why? Because they had to shut that shit down. Because you worked with somebody that you had no fucking business, who was telling you a lie from the beginning. Somebody could already, like, literally be facing the fucking 3-strike rule. Oh, they pass you on that 3rd strike? Okay, the 4th time is a charm. Somebody's literally facing 43 years, 34 to 43 years. Keep fucking around. The feds is fucking watching you. Where you feel like you're not, somebody got warned. Who is this other person that got warned? Somebody's going to lose a home. Somebody was supposed to do some kind of partnership or alliance, come into motherfucking harmony, and be able to come to fucking light to get something better. And it requires somebody to do fucking just a simple sacrifice, do the fucking work, because somebody was destined for so much better. But you want to keep causing obstacles and challenges, right? Somebody could also, a Taurus could be causing somebody an obstacle and challenge. Somebody's birthday is in May. Somebody's birthday is in August. And somebody's birthday in October and December. December 6th, 10th, 5th, and 8th. May 5th. Somebody's birthday could be Cinco de Mayo, 5th, 8th, May 8th, May 10th, 12th, 6th, and the fucking 15th. October 6th, 12th, 15th, 5th, and the 8th, the 3rd, the 19th, okay? The 4th. Somebody's birthday can be in April 3rd, 15th, 6th, 12th, 10th, 5th, 8th, 3rd, 19th. Keep playing. Keep playing. Somebody could have also played off the fact that y'all have the same birthday as somebody else, and they was going to make your ass pay for their trauma. So that's why I said, anybody got in bed with any of your motherfuckers that had any affiliation associated, if you did that shit with Patrick Monique Luter, and your birthday is, I think his shit is either 3rd, 4th, 6th, or the 9th. If your birthdays fall into any of those fucking days, he was making y'all ass pay for his fucking trauma. Unbeknownst to y'all. Oh, well, he the one that had said, if I did get locked up, that motherfucker ain't got no motherfucking pull like he say. Sugar pop. He done. That motherfucker is damn near 60, 70 years old and still taking it up the motherfucking butt. Bitch, that is in prison. It's shit. Getting it done like that in prison, that's prison. But shit, doing it on the outside, motherfucker, you is who you is. But you strapped for money. Somebody did something January 16th, the 7th, and you was hoping you were going to prolong some shit until July 16th. Child, boo. Oh, we're going to win this. I'm for sure. Baby, you fit to be a cast witness or in the motherfucking casket. That's the motherfucking truth. Somebody keeps trying to play in this motherfucking spiritual shit. Your ass advancing your time a little bit quicker. Shit, if they don't catch your ass now, they'll get your ass by December, if not by February 2026. And getting out is not looking too bright. Somebody want to keep playing this motherfucking waiting game. You supposed to did something back in fucking February. Or I'll go in next month. Nah, motherfucker, somebody ain't in it. In my situation, carry on, baby. I'm not playing with none of y'all motherfuckers at all. What's due to you is due to you. You trying to play in somebody's crown chakra, all you doing is come alive. I'm just going to speak the truth. Because shit, where you think it's July 4th, well, on the 5th, I'm going to be able to do this. And I don't even get my chance to speak on it so I can get some prosperity and truth and material harvest. Because I just need to speak the truth. Because I'm going to speak the truth about what it is. Because I want to, okay, obstacles and challenges, rest and rejuvenate. Somebody aware. Because it's like, shit, give me a little bit of time. Because for somebody, you got a situation where somebody's like, look, I'll sacrifice this shit, but I'm having a little bit of challenge, I'm a little bit of struggle. Somebody can have 2 cases going on at this time, and they just, how do I speak this? You know what I'm saying? Somebody's stressed because it's like, I could go to jail, but it's just like, I can't tell somebody I'm marrying and all of the motherfuckers speak the fuck up. Because especially when you do some fuck shit, how the fuck are you scared to speak up to a person you did fuck shit? If you was proud and brave to do the shit, be proud and brave and say, I fucking did that shit. And that's the motherfucking facts. You did that shit, you did that shit. Shit on me. Somebody did this shit around December 20th. Somebody was thinking that they were going to come pull up and pop up on you around motherfucking June 20th or some shit like that. And instead of just, this is what I did, it's like, I'm scared. Motherfucker, if you used to telling a lie, start telling the truth. Shit, that's why I remember I made a message on TikTok. Shit, what if your motherfucking life depended on you to speak the motherfucking truth? And you choosing not telling the truth, now your ass in the motherfucking pine box. That ain't got shit to do with the next person, because shit, I'm not the person to motherfucking cry. I can't cry over something that was already a lie, and I can't miss shit that I didn't even get in the fucking first place. You see what I'm saying? It's either you're gonna keep it real, keep it funky, or, you know, just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that shit. Get out of the space and get out of the energetic way so the new motherfucker that's trying to come into the motherfucking energy genuinely can be there. Regardless. Someone can feel like they're gonna be triumphant or hopeful that they could be able to do something. Like, but somebody, you've been transforming so fucking rapidly. I feel like April was I feel like January, March, and April was a very transformative time. May was a little bit of struggle, especially around the 15th, because somebody tempted on you. They attempted on my motherfucking life. But come July, somebody used to have options. Because I feel like somebody, you're going to have up to 7 options. 2 of them, they on their way in, baby. And these are genuine ones. Shit, one of them is just like, so you got about 4 solid. Give or take 3. Because the other 2 going to be like a little hesitant. But go ahead, give or take about 3 of them. You hear me? You're going to have about 6, 7 of them. But 3 of them is a solid. The other 3 is going to be, you know, keep pushing. But a Leo and a Cancer and a Taurus and 2 Pisces and a Gemini could be trying to tip somebody and try to fuck with somebody's heart so their heart don't change, and they can speak a particular way to make sure somebody could feel not hopeful. And they about to be triumphant if somebody don't fucking wake the fuck up. That's the truth. Somebody gonna be sitting there suffering like, motherfucker, you ever been in the hospital thinking that you dying and your ass over there having the biggest anxiety and panic attack, and everybody looking at you like, what the fuck wrong with you? And you damn near dying because you heartbroken. And you suffering in silence and losing your motherfucking shit because it's like, oh, I could have just... Nah, motherfucker, you thought it was a motherfucking game. Everything ain't a motherfucking game. You can't play with everybody. And I'm telling you, for anybody's shit, I'll be the last motherfucker you ever do that shit to reconsider. Because the motherfucker you keeping around you, I ain't got to put my hands on you. I ain't got to do shit to you. Because the motherfucker that's sitting there around you, they gonna do the shit that I wish I would have did, but I ain't got to, because my angels is making sure that they do the shit that need to be done. Now you suffering. Now, I can't catch my breath. And you over there singing that Mary J. Blige song, I'm going down. Well, you be all right. You be all motherfucking right. Somebody is just like, instead of fucking speaking up, it's like, shit, that ain't got shit to do with me. For somebody gonna keep, it's either a Leo, a Taurus, and 2 Virgos. One of them is going to suffer a heart attack. Somebody will have a stroke. The other one's going to end up caught up in 2 court cases that they're going to be facing 9 to 17 years. So, one Virgo, either an aneurysm or a stroke or a heart attack. Or, damn, somebody going to end up getting... shot up. Somebody gonna end up witnessing somebody getting shot up, and it's one of those, whoever gonna witness somebody getting in a shootout or something like that. I feel like somebody gonna be in fucking PTSD like a motherfucker, because it's one of those where they gonna see this person and it's like they're not gonna hit them, but it's one of those, you say something, your ass is next type shit. Somebody could literally come through and unalive a family of 5 to 8 people, and this is basically them sending a message of where they was distracted in another situation and they forgot about some other shit that went on. I don't know if it's running off on the plug, stealing, lying on somebody, or trying to rat somebody out. Somebody was going to assassinate 5 to 8 fucking people in the fucking family. And somebody, I feel like even the fucking investigators going to be like, okay, what happened? Well, y'all too busy going ahead and trying to do some fuck shit that now that you got a real big fucking case on your hand in your city, now it's like, it's gonna hit so fucking hard, because it's gonna be like, Also, somebody was looking to go ahead and create a situation of crime of passion. You can't be sitting here trying to work with every fucking body and not really fucking know they fucking real mental state. Somebody over here messing with either a Pisces, a February, somebody's birthday February, March, or fucking April or August. And these motherfuckers is not rep too tight. I feel like it's going to take a conversation for somebody to be like, look, I can't do this no more. And as soon as you sit there and say, I can't do this no more, and somebody going to get ready to roll out, you going to think you safe in the clear. And it's like somebody getting ready to leave to go somewhere. And wherever somebody gonna get ready to fucking go, somebody gonna show them other. Like, I feel like even before somebody get ready to end that conversation, somebody for the act a straight fucking donkey. Because somebody gonna clearly say, look, I can't do this shit. Like, I'm good off of this. And as soon as somebody gonna say this shit, somebody for the act a straight motherfucking donkey. Somebody's birthday could be either July 2nd, February 7th, 14th, the 3rd, or March 7th, 2nd, the 9th, or the 14th, or something like that. Or somebody could be a Taurus, or August Leo, or some shit like that. 5th, 8th, the 3rd, 7th, the 2nd, the 14th, the 17th. Somebody for the act a straight ass. And somebody gonna be like, what the fuck? And it's going to be one of those situations where somebody going to be trying to literally figure out how to do this. But this is going to be a situation where, you know what I'm saying, for somebody going to end up getting off of this because it's going to get dangerous, where it's going to, it literally going to come a situation where somebody going to feel like they're going to be staying locked up and they can actually fucking get out. But it's going to fuck somebody up because it's like, it's literally going to turn into a situation. It's either you or whoever this motherfucking cuckoo fucking person is. Because this is like somebody trying to chase somebody down with a knife, or try to get somebody, or somebody coming outside, and it's like, where the fuck these people come from? And whatever the fuck it is, it's the person, whoever it is that you was trying to leave, setting this motherfucker up. And it's like, ain't no fucking way. And this is like somebody, like, it was either gonna be them, it was either gonna be you or them. And it's like, man. And it's like somebody probably either, you know, when that shit happened, it's like they literally either gonna have to go on a motherfucking run, or it's like somebody having to figure out, okay, how the fuck I'm gonna deal with this, or something like that. I don't know. But whatever the fuck it is, but I feel like somebody can get off with it, or somebody need to find a fucking logical, smart fucking strategy to get out of that, to avoid fucking jail time. No bullshit. Somebody better choose fucking wisely how the fuck you choose to go and fucking move. Because somebody is really fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Somebody's birthday could be July 17th. And this is the fucking truth. Somebody's literally trying to create an obstacle. Either this is somebody really trying to make somebody go to jail, lose out on an opportunity of wish fulfillment with something, trying to play a waiting game. And this is somebody couldn't telling them to do this shit. Somebody you might want to be careful about who the fuck you listening to. Somebody gonna feel like they gonna create something because it's like somebody gonna really try to figure out if this is another man bringing in a woman to get that woman pregnant and make their ass feel locked in, but still be like, well, they cool with our lifestyle, so they, you know, it's some dumb ass motherfucking shit. You better be motherfucking careful. You better tap in. You better fucking tap in, because you're gonna find yourself, somebody gonna find themselves in a fucking double homicide. But whoever this person's birthday is in September, this is who really fit to be 9 to 18 motherfucking years. If they did shit, or they end up gonna fucking confess to something about a sex scandal, or meeting up at a hotel or something like that, because you know them hoes tell. Because this motherfucker feel like they doing voodoo, something like that. This is like a fucking female that would do something with their mama. Do videos or something like that. OnlyFans, or it's like, I really want to fucking say your name, but bitch, you is not even worth my motherfucking time, ho. But while you over here trying to create conflict and trying to make somebody lose out on something, honey, your new beginning is fit to be your ass in motherfucking prison. Because that first charge is going to be 9 years. That first one is 9 years. And that's the truth. But the biggest part of it is, if it's something else that you try to drag somebody in, you for the face 20, 25. Somebody could damn near be facing life with 2 extra fucking charges on that. Somebody born in 1963, baby, just hit the grave, baby. Just somebody for to hit the pine box. Somebody born in 1963 for to hit the pine box, baby. Because you over here trying to manipulate somebody not seeing something, or, you know, messing with somebody's chakras and shit like that. You trying to mess with that crown, that third eye. All you doing is causing that balance and awareness and causing positive movement, because where you feeling like you blocking them to not be recognized and rewarded, they are, because you tempted to do something. Universal law will cause something to flip on your ass in a fucking worse way. For somebody, literally, even if somebody's into same sex right now, that shit is going to see. Somebody could have started getting bored with this shit back in April 19th, April 4th, 19th or something like that. And if they ain't fully fucking healed, 2026, they're going to be healed. 2026 they will. But that shit, that's only up to them. They could have celebrated with these motherfuckers around March or something. March 12th is prevalent. July 12th. Leo, Sagittarius or something like that. This is like some shit that's just, it just is what the fuck it is. Somebody's like, nah, I gotta take a break. Or they could have just like slowed up on some shit. Somebody could literally, if they don't fucking chill out with some shit, and somebody could be like trying to force somebody to do something, like somebody trying to assert power over somebody or blackmail them, and whatever it is, it's like somebody like, look, I really just can't do that. And this is like somebody like trying to blackmail somebody to tell them, if you don't do this, you're going to be facing 4, 12 to 18 years, or you're going to do 4 months, 12 or 18 if you go ahead and do this for me, because I'm going to make sure I look out for you. But whoever this fucking authority is, they finna get locked up. Somebody could be trying to send a message through somebody's friends or something like that. But somebody might want to be careful with whatever message you're trying to send with friends, because somebody could end up going for like 4 months, getting locked up for about 4 months. But somebody, whoever going to be getting locked up for 4 months, this is like somebody knowing that they getting ready to get locked up or whatever. And it's like they trying to be selective of what friends that come in or something like that. And somebody, you got to know, if you know you get ready to lock up, and you fit to try to tell a friend to communicate for you, that friend trying to move on into whoever it is. And trust and believe, they're going to tell them everything. Even though you healing or whatever, you trying to heal some shit in a positive way to get that balance and whatever. Because I feel like something is still meant for you regardless. But now when your ass get out, now you got to sit here and battle somebody that you had looking out for you. For somebody, it could have already been happening, something like that. Ain't no telling. But whatever the fuck this is, that's what you get. You can't put everybody in your motherfucking business shit. If you gonna do some shit, speak the truth from the fucking beginning. But these are also people trying to get a whole lot of fucking people. But for somebody, they finna get a whole lot of fucking people locked up. I'm gonna tell you that now. Because somebody could have ended up finding out that somebody could have stole some money. Somebody could have did some trifling ass motherfucking shit, and somebody wanted to get that lick back and try to get justice. Damn, somebody could have even had a fucking friend trying to get their ass fucking locked up. Like, well, I got evidence and proof that they did this, because this is like somebody finding out after the fucking fact. Either a friend, but it's like, it's a fucking lifestyle. So why are you being fucking petty? Like, somebody could be being petty with their group. I feel like somebody didn't even really trust the group of people that they was dealing with. Something about January 22nd is prevalent. But whatever the fuck this situation is, somebody could be realizing like, oh, so it was your bitch. Like, right now, I probably could be solving, like, it's a whole bunch of group of motherfuckers watching me, and now it's like, shit, so you telling on everybody shit. I don't owe none of y'all motherfuckers loyalty at the end of the day. Moving on. Carry on. But you can't play in fucking people's energy. Because somebody was supposed to come around and do something around June 6th, 7th, or the 3rd, or something like that. Between the 2nd and the 8th. But whatever fucking power move somebody was trying to choose to do, or felt like they had, you know, pull to keep playing this shit, now motherfuckers stuck in their goddamn head like. Because now somebody could realize like, shit, they ain't gonna work with us. I already know they ain't gonna work with us. It's all right here. Shit, I don't even fucking need the cards, but the shit is just giving full detailed description of who it is. Somebody's birthday could be December 7th or the 18th, 15th, and the 19th. Somebody whose birthday is on December 15th, they were just like, they could have literally just like, nah, I don't want to do it. And somebody could be like, what you mean you don't want to do this? You remember you did this for me last time? Somebody's like, nah. Somebody probably came to their senses finally and realized, like, why the fuck would I keep doing this to this person? What the fuck they did to me? And then it's like the money is like somebody could realize that something else recently could have happened to them. Whoever birthday is like on the December 15th, they could have realized something could have just recently fucking happened, or he found out something crazy. And it was like whatever it is that they could have did like 8 months ago or something like that, 8 years, whatever. It caught up to them, and whatever information that they got, it's like shit. If they spoke up or do something, somebody could be getting threatened. It's a lot of people getting threatened at this time about some kind of crime that went on. That if they said something, that they getting paperwork threatening them that they'll face time. It's a lot of fucking people getting this shit. Like, well, you remember that you did this for somebody. If you remember every fucking body you shit, if y'all was smart, you would bring your ass over here to me so I could tell y'all to go ahead how you can look into the laws and whatever and flip this shit on motherfuckers. And somebody could be real anxious because it's like, you do know, she do know what the fuck she's talking about, because they still trying to do work to try to stop my like creativity or stop my content, because on here I probably been giving y'all motherfucking keys to the motherfucking street and word to the motherfucking game to a lot of motherfucking people who out here in the motherfucking streets like that. That's the main reason why they want to create obstacles and challenges. So like if y'all had been trying to send me emails, text messages, or try to book readings and shit like that, they've been rerouting that shit. That's why I said, like, if y'all in here, you dropping comments and you actually really fucking speaking up, it would fucking behoove you to start paying for the fucking reading. Because some of y'all motherfuckers gonna need the goddamn help. I'm so serious. Some of y'all, I can't make this shit up. The truth. Because they thinking they stopping something and all they doing is accelerating, because the motherfuckers that's doing it and paying people to go ahead and try to do this, you can slow down money all day long. Try to create bullshit obstacles to make sure that somebody don't be in a creative step. Well, shit, you can stop love all day long. You can try to stop the foundation type of shit, but you're not going to stop the truth. You're not going to stop the truth. Shit, I withdraw and dissociate every fucking day. I can care two shits about a love situation. So either somebody gonna speak the fuck up or they're gonna get the fuck out of my way. It doesn't make me any difference. I'm not as desperate as you all just for an image or a reputation. You see the difference? Why you still trying to plot and set up with these legal systems, trying to play the waiting game in the hopes that my spiritual thing, but all this shit keep backfiring on y'all. All you doing is causing more power and positive movement and creating my destiny to be even stronger, because you hoping that it will sacrifice. And then if you thought that you was going to attach me having to be, go back to the lifestyle of being bisexual and all that shit, good luck, Chuck. Shit, the right man will come in. Shit, the right man that really want this, he going to be here. So I'm not concerned or worry about it, and I'm not fit to go looking for it. So wherever you thinking I'm desperate for the love or attention of someone, please try again. Y'all over here suffering, and somebody's a fucking Virgo or a Leo. Somebody's birthday could be September 9th, 8th, 17th, August 9th, or 18th, or the 8th. These motherfuckers is stressed. Somebody's birthday could also be August 16th. They stressed in the motherfucker. The 4th and the 17th. 2nd, the 6th, or the 4th. Somebody's birthday could be July 21st, who also been the main corporate of the situation. Like, bitch, I already know. Ain't nobody fucking concerned about these motherfuckers. This is like, oh, I can siphon. No, the only thing you siphon is thank you for taking all the negativity that I've been trying to get rid of. I appreciate y'all. Y'all doing a great job. You're doing a great job. So where I'm feeling like I'm being drained, you're actually draining the negativity, so I don't have to worry about that shit no more. Appreciate you in advance. Oh, we're going to block their third eye. No, you're not. Somebody, you could have somebody that's like, well, he's supposed to be with me. This is my man. This is my man. Somebody, I'm telling you, that's what somebody for to learn that valuable lesson about what I was saying about that same sex shit. They fit to learn it. Well, I'm trying to make sure that this is like somebody that could be either your same gender, or if you're a man watching me and another man, you dipped off in this shit. Somebody for to learn that fucking valuable lesson about what the fuck I was talking about. Because this is somebody that playing that shit, and they trying to make it seem like you have a spiritual connection with them, or they a soulmate. Motherfucker, you don't know what a fucking soulmate means, being a really good friend. And we should be more than friends. See, we are connected. We are twins. We are meant to be together. See, when I get my RSV and my reconstruction surgery and stuff like that, see, it will hit different. You know what I'm saying? You make me feel like a natural woman. And see, we was meant to be together. You're not supposed to be with them. They're karmic. They're not supposed to be with you. That's the fucking truth. And somebody was like, see, that's why you was able to get the money for them, and we was able to go do this and that. Bitch, you was stealing, you thief. You a thief. You harvest. You only feel like a natural person whenever that person is happy, and they got to go to these women to go get it, bring back that so you can get your hormone dose. Come on now. Well, we've been making our money like this for the longest. Why would you want to change now? I allow you to go out there to do this with them. They don't know that we do this. Child. But if they like it, I love it. That ain't got shit to do with me. But somebody was passionate about it and probably got married in a different state or something like that, to the same gender or something like that. Or they could have like a polyamorous type thing, where people wear them black, white wedding bands and shit like that. That just let you know that they just open marriage, polyamorous, or they into the, trying to do that pineapple shit. Like, oh, we want him tonight, or we want her tonight type shit. Ain't shit wrong with it, but goddamn, don't sit there and try to play on motherfuckers' top. But somebody, that shit coming to light, but that's also gonna be the same motherfucking reason why your ass getting caught up in 2 court cases. Somebody could be caught up in 2 court cases between 2, 9, 19, or 12 states about a sexual situation, and they was trying to blame it on somebody else, and it's really what you see in this picture. That's who's spreading that shit and trying to blame it on another fucking person, trying to blame it on a woman. You got it from them. No, because you had a friend that worked in the hospital system to do that, and you knew that person's folks was already botching that, so you took an opportunity to say that, no, I know that you got it from them, because see, they put this in the group chat. Keep on adding up your court cases. It's like, shit, I gotta put this shit to rest. Hold up, what? And you try to blame a woman? Like, come on now, sweetie. Somebody's like, I don't even want shadow work, baby. I'm hopeful I can get this going. Patience. But somebody is like intuitively feeling like they can get locked up. Somebody could end up, if they keep playing deception and doing something, July or August, their ass gonna be locked up. They go on a run shit. About February, they gonna get your ass. But somebody should have did something in June, like their intuition was telling them to do something, and they chose not to do it. Cause I feel like this month, confirmation is gonna be somebody like, you gonna keep being stuck in your fucking head. You gonna be sitting there meeting face to face with the FBI, US SWAT, the US Marshals, and the feds at your door. And they don't catch you right now, July. They gonna have your ass by July 8th. Shit, I'm gonna take my chances, and I hope that I can go ahead and get that shit up out the way. I ain't trying to get caught up in some shit that y'all lied to me. Shit, anybody lying to me? Shit, what benefit do I get off of this? None of this shit. Okay, because these will be motherfuckers that could have been, like I said, anybody dealing with my folks. Y'all know y'all getting blackmailed like a motherfucker. Okay. They was already, while you was distracted over here doing the hoodoo voodoo work on me and sitting here watching and reporting my motherfucking page, all they was doing was collecting information on y'all just to triple cross y'all asses. They used to stay in the old neighborhood with her over there by Beacon Hill and Wood Hill. Yep. They went to school with her over there at West Orange and Ocoee. They went to Niceville High School with her. Or they went to Tuscaloosa with her. Oh, yeah. They used to be with her at the clubs and shit like that. Oh, yeah, I used to see them kicking it with her. Oh, yeah, they was in the military with her. Oh, they was collecting on every single last one. Oh, that was the last motherfucker that was living with her. They was sitting there trying to figure out who y'all was enemies with, what states you was in. They was getting their own little private investigators to hit up. If you had a little jump off, little squads, little yeah, they was collecting on all of them motherfuckers on top of who your family was, what your family was doing. So if you knew that a private investigator was with them, they was watching what churches y'all motherfuckers was going to, that was doing their research while they was sitting there playing, acting like they didn't do spiritual work. They sitting there getting readings on what church they go to. Oh, I'm gonna go to their church about 2 or 3 times. Yeah, that's the pastor, because they know during the announcements they love to talk about the pastor, the deacon, and everybody's on the board's birthdays. They was collecting y'all birthdays, going home in the middle of the fucking day, listening to the motherfucking tarot reads, and then when they knew that you was doing some fuck shit, they was over there going to do some voodoo and hoodoo on y'all. Oh, this sheriff go to this church. This police officer. Oh, girl, go to this church. Yeah, we finna invite them over for Christmas party. We finna go ahead. Yeah. Oh, it seemed like they asses. Oh, they freaky like that. They going back home in the background, getting tarot readings on y'all motherfucking asses, and y'all thinking like ain't nothing of it. They ain't doing this shit. They was doing this shit on y'all asses the whole fucking time. So if you was in this shit over the last 3 to 6 years, they was doing this shit on y'all, and they probably put y'all on to this shit within the last fucking 3 years, baby. And they had a 3-year or a few months advance on y'all ass. Now you sit here thinking like, yeah, we hit a lick. I knew such and such and such and such. Okay. Did you? But did you know? And now somebody sitting here like, yeah, they had a little advance on you. They knew what you was gonna be thinking on an emotional tip. Hey girl, yeah, They came into a little bit of change or something like that, and they dropped you off like, yeah, thank you for giving me that information. You told me where they stay at. They was doing what? Oh, they was quick to go ahead and listen to you about what you knew about the other person or whoever was the person of interest, and you dropping them off. So yeah, let me bless your pockets. They cash app you and Zelle you about $300-$500. Shit, they could have greased your palm with about $3,000-$5,000 and shit like that. And your ass over here really thinking you eating winning, not realizing that they was sitting there listening to the fucking reading on your ass right before. And y'all sitting here acting ignorant in a motherfucker. They sitting there looking into y'all lives and shit like that, doing rituals and shit like that. When they figured out like, oh, they like this. Oh, they do that lot lizard shit. Oh, girl, well, I got a friend that he know how to, he my little sugar daddy or whatever. And he got some friends that's doing this. Yeah, go meet him at the Olive Garden. If you get dressed up, he gonna give you about a good $400, $3,000, $4,000 to help you. That's how I know that half of these motherfuckers was doing some shit, and they sitting there was thinking. That's why when old dude from the school, when I seen the baby mama up there, I was like, oh shit. But then at that same time when I seen her, I knew who the dude was. That's why he was like, you sure? He was like, Rita, don't play me. Motherfucker, I'm sure. I ain't tripping. I know who I seen. But then at the same time, the person who she was with, I knew who he was. And I was like, oh, she got some paid. And I guarantee when he went back, all the bills is paid. Like, yeah, baby, she all happy, cold, lucky with his ass because he getting the money from off the situation he was doing towards me. So he was like, damn, she ain't tripping. She ain't asking for much. He probably was thinking that Shawty was over here going to see, her friends helping her out. All of a sudden, no, she was giving them fucking hush money to shut the fuck up, Shawty. Like, it's a whole bunch of shit that go along with this shit. It's like you, and somebody sitting here like, motherfucker, you really on to game. Motherfucker, I could have been peep game, but y'all want to run game on a motherfucker who was trying to put you on the whole motherfucking time. So where y'all thought that, it wasn't worth the motherfucking time, well, shit, now all y'all motherfuckers, including the other motherfuckers in the community, I'm gonna let you eat dirt. Y'all wanted to partner up? By all means, be my guest. Be my guest. I love you. I just transformed you. I just didn't know how to take how you was, going through it and stuff. I'll wait till you come. Motherfucker, I've been calm. Let's just speak the fuck up. Like, I'm not gonna wait on your ass because shit, the next motherfucker coming in here, I'm gonna be aware if you coming on. Like, now with the, like, certain situations, pay attention to your situation. Because somebody born in July or August. Two August motherfuckers and a July motherfuckers really trying to figure out a way to trap you to get locked up. Somebody literally trying to, it's about 3 motherfucking fire signs, a Gemini, a Aries. I got 2 July people, 2 August people, 1 June person, and 1 April person trying to trap somebody to get their ass locked up. They've been trying to do this shit since March. They hoping to drag this shit out to like July. Somebody want to get somebody caught up on an assault charge. Somebody want to snitch on somebody. Somebody want to get somebody caught up in a crime of passions type situation. Like fatally injure somebody. If not, take the person's life. One of the two. You was playing with my heart. Somebody can literally get somebody caught up. If they in the dark world, somebody can literally end up getting like caught up and somebody trying to cage them up in like a basement or some shit like that. Or like take them to the mountains or to a ocean or some shit like that, or some type of retreat. Somebody be like, yeah, I want to partner up with you, and it seems like you can use a vacation. Somebody be mindful. These motherfuckers is coming up with these type of situations. Somebody could literally be wearing a motherfucking mask. Somebody could come in and try to say that, oh, I want to marry you type shit. Someone feeling like they can like delay some shit or something like that. Somebody, you too fucking aware for this shit. Shit, you ain't gonna ever always have the fucking right words. But shit, regardless if you ain't got the fucking right words, speak up. Because other than that, you're gonna always live in a constant state of fucking fear. Don't ever do yourself like that. Do yourself motherfucking justice. Somebody, whatever it is that people are doing into the background to you, it's literally advancing you and also accelerating you spiritually. Even though you may be, memories of love, heart chakra, I feel like you're protecting your heart, if anything, but I feel like you still have your heart open. Does that make sense? So your heart is still literally open, but it's like at the same time, it's like, it's not like you being hateful or nothing towards nobody. Because some people could be thinking like you oblivious to something, and you by far not. Because I feel like if you've been in a situation with me, it'd be people trying to like fucking play. Oh, you do these services? Oh, how much is your hairstyle? And I'm like, okay, are you even booking the service or not? So that's why I started ignoring fucking people. Like, y'all wasting my motherfucking time. Either you gonna book it or you fucking not. Now on to the, don't ask me no stupid shit. Run the money first and then ask me, because shit, it's not like nobody knows what the fuck I'm doing. And this is like somebody that was hoping that they were creating that. That's why I said when the neighbors did that shit, that's already I knew. I was like, they're gonna be running this stupid shit over here in where I stay at. And that's exactly what the fuck they've been doing. So it's just like, I already peep game. So it's like now the next move, it was the local PD, the sheriff, and then it was gonna be also somebody gonna pretend like they want to work together, collaborate, come in with love, I want to be with your friend, but really trying to sneak in and get the sexual energy to harvest off of it. And then it was like, I want to break their heart and then try to take away from their spiritual to slow them down. So I want to create, make them feel like they're being patient and the love is going to come in like this, and then create heartache and loss for them. That's all it was. This is also someone that wanted to do womb work on you. Like corrupt your womb, or like literally like say if they make you miscarry or have a stillborn or something like that. For somebody, they already knew that they did it 3 times, they wanted to go ahead and go for a 4th time type shit. Like somebody literally wanted to do some shit like that. And this is like one of the secrets where they feel like they're doing that, but this is like involuntary miscarriage and abortion. Involuntary. Like they was really creating this shit. A Virgo, a Gemini, a Pisces. 2 Geminis at that, and the Aries. A Taurus as well. For somebody, they could have literally bragged on this shit. Somebody, you could have had these type of people. Like for me, I know that I was RAP last year. Give a fuck. That wasn't the first time, but that shit ain't gonna happen again. You know what I'm saying? It's all forgiven. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna let that shit fucking rock. But that's some carrot shit, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that to somebody. This is also people were hoping that, you know, you be tempted to stop creativity. You won't see anything that they can take your destiny and leave you in mental conflict about, oh, well, this should cause them to, you know, feel some type of way because they got left for the same gender and they're married now. The fuck? All you did was create balance for a motherfucker to know that the only thing that they coming in is just to disrupt and make sure somebody don't feel fulfilled. Like, this is like people wanting you to feel like you don't know your worth or some shit like that. Like, bitch. The whole time, the more I gotta delay, the more healing I play, and the more healing that I play, the more I can give two shits about whether somebody gonna be here today or motherfucking tomorrow. It's like, I don't know. Like, these are people that just like somebody you could be just transforming, or somebody you coming into harmony within yourself. You're aligning your masculine and feminine energy shit. I become my own man shit. Happy Pappy's Day to me. Fuck a dad Father's Day. Shit, I's the pappy. And that's why I don't even fucking do the holidays. Like, a motherfucking disrespected the fuck out of me when it came to Mother's Day. I'll be damned. Somebody wanted to create a deception and envy around fertility, like you was gonna be not know when it was gonna happen. For somebody, like, say if you was with challenge, one of those you didn't really fucking know. These motherfuckers, one of those you end up in the hospital and something goes on. This is somebody that was hoping that they can go ahead and call DCF or CPS to come in and say, oh, you was unfit, you didn't get any prenatal care, and you didn't know about this. How could you not have known? And have the police call on you, try to say it was endangerment to child, to the, you know, the fetus or some shit like that. Say if you did have a stillborn or some shit like that. These people really was on big business to do some shit like that. They really was. And like shit, it's like shit, it's gonna be what the fuck it's gonna be. Shit, if it's part of destiny for whether it's gonna survive or fucking not, that ain't got shit to fucking do with me. But shit, at the same time, somebody, if that happens to you, you didn't fucking really fucking know, should take that shit as a blessing, whether it's gonna survive or not. But even then, if they do survive, somebody take your child and move the fuck on. And whoever you had that child with, get their ass locked the fuck up. Get their ass clean locked the fuck up. Because somebody could have literally been playing on the fact that somebody, if you are pregnant or some shit like that, they literally could have felt like, well, shit, I got a child with them, so shit. You know what I'm saying? I can delay it until it's time for them to give birth, and then I can show up then. Like, no, motherfucker, I swear to God, your ass will be in a motherfucking prison cell quicker than you fucking know. And then it's like, well, I'm the father of shit. You don't have to fucking prove that. You got to prove the fact that we was even fucking together. And considering somebody in the situation, if you had a situation like mine, that motherfucker would be locked up quicker than you know. Like, how quick you want to piss me the fuck off? Piss me off, but meaning I'm not angry, I'm not mad. Piss me off if you fucking want to. But it's the same motherfucker that created obstacles and challenges and, you know, felt like that they was going to be able to pull a fucking fast one. Motherfucker, speak the truth for once in your motherfucking life. Don't feel like, because these would be motherfuckers feeling like, oh, well, we got kids together. Motherfucker, just as you have fucking kids together, my ex-spouse did that shit. Now that motherfucker's suffering. He already killed one of them, so he already got the other three and allowing his motherfucking mama to abuse them. The other fucking two was in the fucking hand of my other, you know what I'm saying? And then she allowing the fucking hospital to abuse them. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't for me to not be fucking aware of what the fuck is going on. These are people feeling like you ain't gonna fucking know. And then it's like, oh, well, shit, we was planning on taking the baby and we was going to raise the baby for ourselves. So whenever DCF was going to come, like, motherfucker, like, I'm hit to fucking game. So even if you did they end up giving the fucking kid to you, then shit, that's just what the fuck it meant to be. That just still means I'm gonna have motherfucking freedom one way or fucking another. So who's really hurt in the end? You're just stuck with the fucking baby, and anything happen on that time, that's on your motherfucking time. That ain't got shit to do with me. It don't make me cold-hearted. It don't make me seem like, oh, I'm not a mother or nothing like that. It's called get a little bit more fucking creative. Get a little bit more fucking creative. Because bright ideas is not too fucking bright ideas. Apparently, you needed that baby a little bit fucking more, right? So, what is that? It's just a tax write-off for you, right? So this would be a motherfucker that would literally, at the same time, when he knew that I was that last time, my folks knew I was, and they were sitting here like, Sharita, you for real? And they know one thing for sure and two things for certain. I'm not for to lie about being pregnant by a motherfucker. How many times would I have to get leave left from my fucking baby daddies to sit there just want to keep having kids, and these motherfuckers is leaving. And then the last fucking, 2 to 3 of them, they was gay. So they wasn't really fucking there to be there. It was one of those, they was gaining off of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, the fuck? These are like motherfuckers thought that, oh, we had her crown chakra all fucked up. She in mental conflict. No, she not. Apparently I should know my body enough to know what the fuck it is that you trying to be up to. You know what I'm saying? These would be motherfuckers that over the years, that whether y'all knew it or not, it'd be motherfuckers that would literally come get some of y'all women fucking pregnant and be ornery as fuck, acting like they really want to be in your life, and really and truly they got a fucking gay lover that they married to, whether you knew it or not. They want a family really fucking bad, and guess what? You was the goofy to go ahead and fall in love with his ass. And this been a scam that's been going for like, I could say since like 2004 was the first time that I seen it happen. Was basically dude was gay, and his lover basically wanted to be a girl, but he didn't, become a girl. And when I was vibing with him and shit like that, someone just said, chill out, fall back. And then I was like, is that a man or is it a woman? And when I found out that it was a dude, I was like, yeah, because he was like, yeah, I just wanted, us to have a family, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm meant to be a happy wife. And I'm like, but you're a dude. I'm a woman technically, so that doesn't make him gay because I'm a woman. Like, motherfucker, you were born a fucking man, okay? And it was just like, whatever. So then he was like, yeah, I usually let him go out here and get with these women or whatever. And then unbeknownst to them, they don't ever know that he's bringing the kids to me. And, I have a bond with the kid. And sometimes some of these women be goo goo gaga and they don't really fucking realize that these be men. And then when they do find out, these women, by then, these men be having these women's heads so fucking fucked up in the game. And they be thinking that the man really in love with him and he not in love with her. He was just fucking with her just for her to have the kids. And then he'll get her so fucked up in the game, like he'll play mental games like he love her and all this other stuff. And they don't really fucking be in love with these women. They be using them. And it's called reproduction abuse. So, which is also a form of rape, whether these men knew it or not. It's just some women are not hip to it, and some of the court systems get away with it because some of them be felons, some of them don't. But they getting money off of them. They getting, the Section 8, the food stamps or whatever. But then they get their heads so fucked up that they can they do the reactive abuse. See, I know you don't love me or whatever, and they low-key be recording their ass and be like, oh, you gonna let me record you and stuff like that. And they taking these videos and going back to the fucking courthouse, unbeknownst to these women, going to the courthouse, showing the judge, see, she's unfit. See, she not, and then these lawyers sometimes don't be knowing because they'll be like, they'll convince them to go have threesomes and be like, we should do this. I just want to experiment. She'll be like, oh, because he really loved me. And he'll do certain shit to act like he Captain Save-A-Ho, really trying to save her, not knowing that's one of his homeboys that robbed her or was trying to get her set up and shit like that. And when he's doing that, he's recording the shit and taking the shit back to the courthouse and see, like, the mom is really unfit. She's super unfit. She don't deserve to take care of these kids. And he ended up getting custody of the fucking kids and taking the kids back to his gay lover. So the gay lover can raise the kids in fucking peace, him and them kids. And unbeknownst to her, she's either in and out of fucking mental institute or in and out dealing with DCF CPS. And then if he's not dealing with, in and out with that, it's one of those, either he end up setting her up really fucking good where his hands is clean because he's not involved. He'd be like, oh, I was going on vacation. Like my ex-husband, like, I'm going on vacation to go see my family. And the people that he ended up getting involved with probably be some strippers or some shit like that. And then they, trying to set them up like, yeah, they got their Texas, yeah, you can go ahead and hit them up. And then these people end up getting killed, or they end up taking the kids with them. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take the kids with me, go meet my family. We having a gathering or get together, or the kid, my family want to see the kids or whatever. And some of them end up doing voodoo on these motherfuckers or fuck up their heads, and they be getting the custody of these kids, taking the kids out of the situation, and then boom, there you go. You sitting there looking at the mama dead and like, how she get dead? She ain't dead on purpose. That was a whole motherfucking setup unbeknownst to you. And then you come 2-3 years around the fucking corner and you seeing him, you like, oh, where the kids at? And you end up seeing the transactions with the kids. It's like, oh girl, you. And then you start putting the pieces together. And it's like, yeah, that was a setup from the way beginning. That would be the setup from the way fucking beginning. And motherfuckers be feeling like they fucking get away with this shit for a long ass time. And then, like I said, the first time I seen that shit happen was in like 2004. You know what I'm saying? When I was kicking with somebody, and it was just like, I been knew the name of the game. Like, even in this situation, like when I had got, pregnant with, like, you was lying. That nigga knew I wasn't fucking lying. And then when I confronted him, he was like, it was for the best. And it was like, motherfucker, so you knew these motherfuckers did this shit and you wasn't gonna say nothing to me? Like bro hurt my fucking heart in the worst fucking way. And it was like, you trying to play like you love me and everything. And then when I fucking realized what the fuck he was up to, I was just like, damn, bro, you did me like that. And I was really in your fucking corner. Like, I was really, ready to go to fucking war about you, even with your own fucking folks. And you did me like that. Like, motherfucker, I don't play about people. Like, when I feel like you family or you my kids, I'm gonna protect you by all motherfucking means, regardless of what it is. And then it was like, when I figured out, like, you got me caught up in the system and all this other shit. But then it was like, I wasn't surprised, because I remember, one thing where he fucked up, and that's when I was like, when his baby mama had hit me up. I sat there and I was just listening to her. So I remember just when I first met her, she was just giving me the rundown on, like, yeah, you want to know? Like, she was giving me the tea about everything about him. Then she showed me the little page they had together, and then she was like, yeah, I was just so tired of being in and out of the hospital and going losing my mind, and I'm tired of him treating me like this. Da, 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 da. And all it just requires is you just listen to the girl. Because most of the time, if you really fucking want to know, you listen to the first fucking baby mama. You gonna get all the fucking information you need. And if you for real about your shit, you just gonna peep game. You gonna sit back and you gonna chill. You gonna try to figure it out. And I remember I just asked her, because she's like, I always figured that he was. But then it was just like, as hard as she was going, I was like, well, shit. In their situation, they dynamic, he low-key was pimping her out. So I was just like, okay, well, I can't really take that serious, because you getting pimped out with him. But low-key, you still cool with the shit that he doing. So apparently, you know what I'm saying, that allowed me to know, like, okay, y'all both on the same shit. But then it was just like, as that shit started getting deeper, and then the shit happened to me, I was like, that was so fucking honoring. Like, he wanted revenge back on me so fucking bad that we kicking it and vibing it and stuff like that. And it was just like, some kept telling me, like, it's like I trusted him, but then it was just like, why would you do me like that? And it was like, it just showed me, I was like, you got a vindictive ass fucking spirit, bro. I wouldn't not. Even then, it was like, I talked to you, I used my words. And you know what I'm saying? Because it was like the 2 times, I take that back, it was like twice maybe we got into it. Yeah, it was only twice. It was only twice that he tried to put his hands on me. But it was like, look, I already, like, that second time that he did it was the last fucking time. And I was like, you doing this, you gotta go. Because I'm a firm believer that at any given time that a situation got to escalate where we got to put our hands together, we have no business being together. We cannot. And anytime that I could feel like I'm getting out of my body, like he was that one fucking person that could trigger me. But then it was just like, Shooter, what is causing you to get triggered like this? What is it that, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, Shooter, you actually got love for this nigga. But then it was like, at the same time, like, nigga, you trying to cause a motherfucker to lose their shit and go crazy. And then it just clicked in my head. I was like, shit, James, I really just got done dealing with this shit with James. I was like, I'll be damned. When that shit, when I seen him in March, I was just like, he was like, it's in our best interest that we never see each other and don't talk again. I was like, cool. But like on my heart, I still had some shit that I needed to say. And then when I sent them the message not too long ago, it was just like, I'm gonna say my piece, and I already knew he wasn't gonna say nothing back. But it was like, shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I wish him the best. I hope he motherfucking happy. I hope he, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that he got going on. But he knew what he did was wrong. So it was just like, when he didn't respond, it allowed me to know, like, you meant to do what you did. You knew I was carrying your motherfucking kid. You knew all this shit was happening But for you to not to even fucking speak up for me, no nothing like that. Like I was speaking up for you, shit came out of fucking pocket just so you can get, you know, when the other part of the fucking money you needed to get out of jail and shit like that, motherfucker, I was there. But you did me like that, and it's like you knew all the shit that I had going on, bro, and you did me dirty over some fucking money. So that's why it was just like, cool. And it was like, even when I say this motherfucker knew everything. So I was just like, man. And then it would be people that I would bring up intentionally, hoping that I already knew that he was going to go mess with him. The biggest test was that he didn't know. I already threw those people out there in the air to know what he was going to do. But the way that I knew that they did it, the ones that I knew he would go do it, it said, I called Rizzy and I was like, all right, let me see your response. The response that I needed from his ass, he gave just that. And then Sandra, she hit me up like, yeah, I'm in Puerto Rico. I was like, oh, so he fronted the money for her to get here type shit. And I was like, all right, cool. So at that point, I already knew he was messing with that because I was like, all right, cool. So it was just like right there and then it was like Thanksgiving, I had already figured out that he had messed with like Zacchaeus and then Courtney and Kiara. So it was already given like around that time, but it was just like to him, unbeknownst to him, it was like my dream was always to go to fucking Puerto Rico, and he was the key for me to fucking get there. And I got there. And then after that, it was just like, you know, during that whole time when we first got there and then like how he was moving, I already knew he was doing some dirty shit. So I knew it wasn't serious. And then, but it is also, it just proved to me, like, you know what I'm saying, how you observe somebody psychologically, emotionally and shit. I'm just observing this nigga and I was like, damn, he's accustomed to this type of lifestyle and chaos. So I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't, like, even now, I don't even take the shit that he did personally, but it was one of those, it just kind of like caught me by surprise because when you hope that somebody would do better, I was expecting it and I was disappointed myself because I was like, I just hope he can just pull it together. And because it's like, I know he got it in him. I know he can do better. But then it was like, I think we got there in June and his mom was like, okay, well, you got to leave the premises. And it was like, cool, because already during that time when shit was going on, he was being funny to me. He was being real fucking mean. I was like already starting looking for places and shit. Like this nigga didn't even know like shit. You plan ahead, regardless of what the fuck you moving funny. I'm gonna plan ahead and get my shit together, get my money together. I gotta get me a car. I gotta get me a spot or whatever, and figure out the rest because it was like shit. I was a little bit dependent on him for a little bit of it, but it was like because it wasn't like I'm not confident in my Spanish. I just didn't feel too comfortable because it was like how people will speak Spanish here in Florida. It's a little bit faster when I got to Puerto Rico, but it was like, I wasn't scared because I understood it. I could read, I could write it. But the thing of it was like, I wasn't feeling I was confident, but I wasn't super confident. And then once I started getting comfortable, it was like one of those sure to either, it's one of those, you swim or you fucking sink. And it was like, shit, we're going to find our place. And I just went on to the little searching sites and I started finding the place and shit like that. But then it was like, after that, it was just like, for me, I have a fucking heart. And it was like him reaching out. And it was like, okay, maybe he and me playing that maybe he gonna change type shit. I was fucking myself in the end. But it was like I really wasn't fucking myself because it was like I know wasn't nothing there. Because at that point, he was more codependent on the energy of feeling like he was comfortable because when he was with me, it was like he would talk about any fucking everything, but it would be like, okay, whatever. But then at the same time, that's when I had people like he was trying to play that psychological shit. But it was like, whatever. And then it was just like when Angel had came along, you know what I'm saying? It was like, all right, cool. And then when I caught on to Angel was right along with the shit. And then his homeboy Isaiah had came from Chicago. That's when I just put all the shit together. I was just like, whatever. And then it was just like he pulled one fucking last fucking stunt. I was like, you gotta go, bruh. You gotta go. Because it was like the one thing, I had to honor the fact, like when we left to go to Puerto Rico, his mom was just like, whatever you do, please just make sure my son make it home safe. And I abide by her word. I gave her my word that I was going to make sure her son got home safe. Regardless, like my thing was he was taking it as like he running game. And I was taking it on from mother to mother. Like, Marie had hit me with like, please just make sure my son get home. Because she was so fucking worried. And the only thing I could, like, I had to look at her not as, just only his mom, as a mother. I had to honor the fact that Marie had hit me with like, Sharita, you know, she wasn't sure because she knew her son, and I knew what she was saying, but it was like at the same time, in her eyes, I had to look at that situation as a mother, regardless of what the fuck was going to go on. As a mother, I honor that. I would want my child, especially if you leaving home where I live at. We in Florida, and we all the way in Puerto Rico, and it's not like she can just hurry up and stop everything she's doing. So the only thing that I had to honor when it came to me and Miss Marie was get her son home safe. Fuck all the extra bullshit. I'm honoring that fact as a fucking mother because I literally just lost my baby boy, and that's, you know, that's literally her only fucking son. So I have to honor the fact, like, let me just, regardless of what the fuck this shit goes on, I know we arguing or whatever. So it took a lot of fucking discipline. When I say I was ready to go ahead and unalive that boy, it took his aunties, Delma's husband, to come in and was like, no, it's not worth it. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me in Spanish, you know, it's not worth it. Let it go. Just let it be what it is. You know, just get your things. Just go. And I was just like, okay. I was like, it's my fault. And I had apologized to them or whatever. Like a grown person, you're supposed to apologize because it was like, Sharita, I knew I was in the wrong because it was like, for me to snap and really go there, like I was really about to stab that motherfucker up. And I was like, you know what, it's not worth it. Let it go. Let it go. But at that point, I knew it was a pattern with him. But at the same time, I had to remember the longer that he was there, it was like, Sharita, Marie had asked me to make sure her son made it home. So 2020 April, that I sent his ass home. I had no choice but to send that woman's son home. Because the last thing I want to do is send home a motherfucker in a fucking body bag. That was the last thing. But I was like, I had to honor her as a mother, as a woman. I'm gonna get your son home this morning. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. And after he did whatever he did after that, that was on him. But I was just honoring the fact as a mother, I seen that in a mother's eyes to do that. But he didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I didn't ever take it personal or whatever, because it was like, Sharita, you can't get upset and angry about a love that you was giving to somebody genuinely. He just wasn't receptive. So it was just gonna be what it was. In the game that he was gonna choose to fucking keep playing, it was just like, you know, that's on him. You know what I'm saying? Either he gonna see it or he's not. And the fact that he didn't see it, that's not on me. But then after that, that's when I started seeing like all the extra bullshit that I was having to deal with while I was over there. My car, you know, my tires getting busted, them messing with the battery, and then the shit just started getting worse, and then they was about to set that bitch on fire. But then I have remembered we have my cousins that were black Indian, Puerto Rican. They folks lived in Puerto Rico, and when I remember seeing I forget his name, but I saw his brother, and I was like, fuck no. That's when everything just started hitting me. I was like, these motherfuckers put their tempo on my life. And instead of when he had came to visit me and said, hey, Sharita, heads up, this, he didn't say nothing. So then at that point, it was just like, shit, just let it be what it's gonna be. And once I realized what the fuck it was gonna be, and then like right before I got ready to leave, I want to say the 2 days before I got back to Florida, I got hit with Sheila just had got back the day before I got to like back. So she got back right before I got there with me and my son. So I was just like, these motherfuckers had a policy. They was getting money. They was doing everything. So it was just like, I didn't really trip on that, but it was just like, that's why I don't take it personally with what the shit he did, because I was like, at the end of the day, that was business. He had to do what he had to do. But I can just look at the situation like, you know, like I told his mom, shit, I had to look at that woman as a fucking mother. As a mother, I'm going to do the right thing. I gave that woman my word before we left Orlando to go to fucking Puerto Rico. I'll get your son home safe. And I did my part, and I left that shit at that. But, you know, even up until current, when all that shit happened, it was like I didn't realize how fucking honoring he was and how far he was going to take this shit. It was like setup after setup after setup after setup. And it was like, when I told him, it was just like, bro, you knew this shit, cuz. And it was like, it almost broke my heart. And it was like we having a conversation, family and all this other stuff. Like, we can do better. We can build business and shit like that. And then it was like, it clicked in my head, like, that last time I seen him, he pulled some crazy ass shit in front of me. I was like, word, you gonna be like that, bet. And so when I seen him, March, it was just like, He said it out of his own mouth. I just needed him to say it. I think it's in our best interest to never talk and see each other. You're right. I ain't bothered after that. And then, like I said, it was like I still had I needed to speak my piece. But it's just like, do what you will with that. Do what you will. But you wanted to go ahead and go to court and all the other shit. I ain't even fit to trip on you about that shit. And I was like, I'm not going to trip on that. Shit, no love lost. He needed that love. He needed that support at that time. But that was like fucked up. And that's when I was like, Sharita, your heart is a little bit too soft. You need to go back to old Sharita. And old Sharita, I can care fucking less. Either you're here or you're not. Because it's like for me, I'm not a cheating type of person. So most of the time people be like, what are you thinking? What you got going on? What does it fucking matter? You're not here to prove that you're here. You only either want one or two things. Money or sex. Is my feelings supposed to be heard? The fuck? And most of the time, people, I've always learned over the years, even since I was a teenager, people saw me as a fucking cow, like a cash cow. One way or another. Oh, you smart, you know how to come up with a business. Oh, you smart, you know how to do this. Oh, you smart, you know how to know about the judge system. You smart, you know how to go. Okay. And that's where it's just like now where, even when I got into the military, you need to start making friends. Start making friends. Same fucking friends was the same fucking people fucking me over the whole fucking time. So that's why I was just like, I don't care. But, when I can see that you can get into a better place, I'd rather you get into a better space. You don't have to take on how I have to deal with my situations. Then you having to deal with it is what you have to deal with. Because I don't feel that it's right for a person to have to suffer emotionally. If you suffer with something, good shit, talk about it. Ain't no need for you to be sitting there, suffering in fucking silence when you talk that shit out. Use your words. I ain't here to judge you, but shit, don't judge me, I won't judge you. But you gonna judge me harshly, the motherfucker, I'm gonna teach you how to judge the motherfucker harshly. I promise you, you gonna work out of this bitch with hurt feelings. Because naturally, I tell people, I'm a cool ass person, I'm dope, I'm down to earth, but I'm not motherfucking nice. I would say the most hateful shit, and it's not like I intentionally do shit. Sometimes what they tell you, think before you speak, I ain't fit to think about shit. I'm going to just spit it out and tell you the truth. Other people will be, adamant about, oh, let me think about their feelings. Fuck you and your feelings. And now when I have to go back to old fucking Sharita, now it's like you're inconsiderate. Was anybody ever fucking considerate of how the fuck I felt? No. Did anybody ever, reach out to me and ask me, how you feel? Are you okay? Hell no. So why the fuck should I give a fuck if you're okay, if you live, if you fucking die, if you have this type of situation? I can give two fucks. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You real to me, I'm gonna be keep it real with you. You look out for me, I'll look out for you. But if you gonna keep fucking me over, then what the fuck? Why should I have to be concerned and censure myself when you over here doing fuck shit to me? And it's a lot of fucking people that sat there and did some fuck shit, and now it's like, oh, Sheree, you ain't have to say all of that. Yes, the fuck I did, because if I didn't say that shit, you gonna still feel that it's safe and it's okay for you to keep fucking with me. And then when I sit there and tell you about yourself, now your feelings hurt and you acting butt hurt and trying to play the fucking victim. When I'm really the victim, but I'm not for to sit here and try to play like the fucking victim because the bullshit you pulling because you want to have your head up your ass. And then it's like, she being mean, she being hateful. Oh, fucking well, I'm going to be mean and hateful. You should have left me alone in the fucking first place. You should have thought about what the fuck you were doing. Because when I was thinking about what I was doing and saying, y'all thought, oh, she's naive. She's, nah, fuck that. My turn. Now it's like, oh, you cold-hearted. You mean, you hateful, you ornery. So now it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't me being an asshole. It is not like that, but shit. Considering how much trauma can you put somebody through before you realize that they gonna say fuck you too eventually. Eventually. Because you think it's supposed to be right for somebody to sit there and keep going ahead and playing with you? Hell no. That's like trying to tell somebody, oh, I'm going to be your friend, and you really ain't trying to be their friend. You really trying to use them. And I literally had, like I said, somebody, you was supposed to be my friend for 20 motherfucking years, and bitch, you was the same motherfucker fucking me over the whole time. Like that monitoring spirit be the worst fucking monitoring spirit where you thinking it's your motherfucking bestie, and it's your bestie sitting there screwing your ass the fuck over the whole fucking time. Like, oh yeah, she feeling like this. You know, when she get like this is what it's gonna be. And then this is the same motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out why they was giving me all these 50 fucking 1,000 fucking diagnosis from the VA. And I guarantee that those were the same fucking diagnoses that they took and ran with it, put it in group chats and shit like that, and was making fucking money off of it. Same shit that they was trying to use, like, oh, I got a power of attorney of her, and I could use this paperwork. And unbeknownst to them, I had turned that shit off when I got to fucking Puerto Rico because I knew she was gonna pull some stupid shit. So it's like, okay, whose signature y'all got on the paper for this power of attorney? I'm just curious. Now, how was y'all able to do these cures for Marcus and Adrian? I'm just curious. So it's just like, okay, whatever signature you got, it sure the fuck ain't been mine. So it's just like, I don't be giving a shit. So that's why it's like the whole situation is like the only person that really hurt my feelings and shit. I was like, not even my ex-husband. My ex-husband couldn't even fucking hurt my feelings. That nigga was like, hey girl. Shit, he might as well have asked to get his motherfucking nails done when he was with me. But then it was just like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And then when they try to pull like, they did an ultrasound, they did an MRI, they did a CAT scan, but then they kept trying to do with the dye, and you know you can't have that when you're pregnant. So that was, they used the IV as the, what is it called? The dye that they got to give you for the MRIs. They were putting drugs inside of that in the system to go ahead and try to cause my body to go ahead and do like an abortion, because it was like they'll put the medicine in there and immediately, when I say like I'll feel pressure in my uterus and shit like that, I was like, these motherfuckers knew exactly what they was doing at the Veterans Affairs. Even when I went to the UCF Lake Nona Hospital, they did that same shit again. After he did the ultrasound and that doctor came through the door, and when he did the ultrasound, it was like June or July. And the dude came in, he had on his mask versus, you know, he should have came in without his mask. And as the Asian dude was doing my ultrasound, the dude came in and he was like, I was like, nigga, I know it's something going on. And then they try to send me home talking about I had like a stomach bleed. But it's like, if I have a stomach bleed, shouldn't it be something or some kind of script or something that you should be trying to give me? And it was just like every time they would try to do that. And then it was like the other time, you know what I'm saying, I was a little bit embarrassed. But then it was like, Shooty, you can't be embarrassed. You're homeless. You don't have nowhere to go. You don't have nowhere to go fucking bathe. They wasn't going to let me, you know, take the shower up there at the, you know, at the VA. So instead of him just saying, let me do, you know, the pelvic exam or whatever the case may be, they, it was the Indian doctor. He came in and he knew he should have did the exam, but he was like, I'm like, okay, I get that I smell or whatever the fucking case may be, but you should have been like, hey, well, let me go ahead and allow you, bedside manner, let me allow you to go ahead and take a shower. Would you like to take a shower or whatever the case may be, or anything? They didn't even offer to ask, hey, do you want to get into a program? Let me get you into the program, because I'm up there with my special needs son, still no wheelchair. Then it was me, Adrian, and Marcus. And instead of them doing like the courtesy of, oh, well, you can just call this hotline. Okay, how many fucking hotlines do I have to call in order for you to do this? And then you need to do the fucking pelvic exam, because I'm sitting there like, in fucking excruciating pain, and I can feel my body rolling, where it was like at that time, that was like the second or the third fucking miscarriage, because the other ultrasound before I left Puerto Rico, she was like, oh, you know, congratulations. But then as she was finishing, I had started like bleeding really bad right after she did the vaginal ultrasound. She was like, it's two right here. And then she was like, because she can tell you the difference if she's seeing a cyst. That wasn't no cyst. So I was just like, all right, cool. So I was just like, you know what, what's meant to be, it just wasn't meant to have it with him. And then when I remember confronting him about it, it was for the best interest. It's like, you right. And then it's like, ever since then, it's just like, day by day, as the time go on, it was just like, let that shit go. I was like, I know I'll get justice. I know these people was getting money off of it. And it was just like certain shit that they was doing in the background. That's why I was just like, you know what, it's going to be what it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? This was like literally a full violation of my reproduction, of my, you know, my privacy, sleeping in the room, the hotels, everything. It was just like, I was so fucking over it. And then like when the Orange County Sheriff Department pulled the shit that they did, I'm at the Denny's. The sheriff's people are driving around. It's like fucking midnight. Like driving past where I was sitting there watching out of their window. I'm recording this shit. It should be somewhere on here if they ain't trying to hack it where people couldn't see the views of it. They literally seen me back there at the fucking Denny's over there by the convention center, sleeping behind the fucking dumpster with my boys. They seen that shit. And instead of just like fucking doing their fucking job, it's just like, oh, okay. So October 26th, 2024. I still remember that. They, oh, well, you're abandoning your kid, but which it was already a premeditated type situation. They already knew what the fuck that they were doing when they did that shit. And of course, with the state, when they get that, you know, depending on how it's going, and Sheila could have went back and proved like, okay, well, I'm really not the grandparent, but I'm not the grandparent, which was her favorite threat. Whenever I would try to say I didn't want me or my kids to be around, you know, grandparents got laws and rights, right? And she would always try to pull that. And she'll pull like, well, you know, you had that DCF case, and she would always try to threaten me with that. And she knew like for a little bit I was scared, but then when it got to a point where it's like, well, bitch, if you gonna keep fucking threatening me about taking my motherfucking kids, I want you to make sure that you go do the same shit and don't ask me for no motherfucking money, because you over here trying to threaten me about my own fucking kids just to get money out of the situation. She didn't want my kids for no other fucking reason but to get money out of it. Oh, well, what's this? And what's this? Like, I was trying to be, you know, not cooperative, but no one knew or was paying attention to the text messages. Like, she was sending some dirty, nasty ass fucking text message and then act like she being like, oh, well, hey, how you doing? I hope the God bless you. And it's like, bitch, if you don't get your honorary ass on my fucking phone, bro. And it was just like, she would just cut all ties so you emotionally fucking recover. And then when I realized that my ex-husband was doing the same thing, and I had realized he wasn't in the same house with the kids was there with his mama. But then when my girls was like, yeah, grandma keep forcing Azura to sleep in the bed with her. Then when after my daughter did that, it's a video, and I haven't posted it because of course she's a child and I didn't know how to like screen out her face. But literally I have my child drawing a picture of what a grown man's phallus looked like. What 6-year-old knows how to draw it and exactly what the fuck it looked like? That's when I was like, yo, I was like, Shorty, you gotta cut ties, bro. You just gotta cut ties. Like, cause it was like fucking driving me crazy. And I was like, the longer you keep fucking dwelling on it, you're gonna fucking snap. So regardless if whatever they choose they do, shit is like, shit, I got a fucking right. I'll sign over my motherfucking parental rights before anything. And some people will call it a sacrifice. No, I have to observe my motherfucking mental health, because it's like, I'm dealing with all this shit and ain't nobody doing shit. Not the police, not the law. I'm talking about, I called like 4 or 5 fucking lawyers. I sent emails to these fucking places. None of them responded it. None of them, you know, wrote back. They took the information about the case, but none of them called back. I'm calling back. Oh, yes, let me recollect the information. And it's like, that is a form of psychological abuse. That is personal injury. Whenever like somebody try to force you, even when you go to the hospital and say you had a traumatic type of situation, and those doctors cause you to have to re-explain, the VA was notorious for doing that shit. And I was like, Shrita, if they ask your ass how many motherfucking times that you went through this is causing you to relive a traumatic experience, which is the reason being why the VA know that they cannot take away my fucking PTSD fucking rating, because they kept making me relive every fucking time I come through that bitch to talk about the trauma or what happened with my son. And they knew that shit happened when I was in the fucking military. So I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. And then when I had like all this other stuff, it was just like, they just kept prolonging it. And then it was like, they started making a very bad habit and a pattern of the bullshit that they were doing. So that's when it was just like, it's not like I'm turned off, but it's like, literally, I just only see men for one thing. You got one thing that I like and one that I want. But outside of that, I don't really fucking care about people's existence. I really fucking could care 2 shits about people's existence. But it doesn't make me, you know, just because I'm going through shit and I'm going through pain, it doesn't mean it gives me a right to bleed on people. So which one is more effective? Because these be people thinking like, oh, well, we'll cut off her phone so she can't communicate with people. Or we're going to do this. Bitch, oh, you only doing something that already make me fucking happy. I'd rather be away from fucking people than sitting there and somebody say something and then here I am fucking just reading them the fucking fifth and they not prepared. Because a lot of fucking people live in facade. They're not ready for fucking reality. So you're getting mad at a fucking person like me because I can acknowledge the fucking fact that, hey, people are fucking fake, they're shitty, and instead of me being an asshole, which I can naturally be a fucking asshole, and it's not like I want to be, because Me having observed my own fucking diagnosis and know what the fuck it is, I don't get social cues. So I can care fucking less. Do you want me to be truthful or not? So I've always been truthful. So people will always try to be like, you know, she lying, you know, she's crazy. And they knew I was diagnosed with autism as a fucking kid, but they will always play it as I was being crazy. I was not right in the brain. And then any fucking psychiatrist or people with PhD, they'd be like, so Shrita, you already know what to do. I was just, hey, I'm only asking you to make sure that I'm thinking about or I'm responding appropriately to what I'm supposed to. For the longest, I would be the person to tell you I did not have emotions at all. I struggled to actually really like making sure that I was responding appropriately to my kids. Like I would put myself in fucking therapy on my own just to make sure that I was responding appropriately to my fucking kids. Because I didn't have that emotional or that love or that support, I had to learn that shit on my fucking own. Where other fucking people, yeah, you may have your parents in the home. Well, lucky for you, they were in the home. My first bully was my own auntie and her fucking husband. So it's just like, here go a registered nurse and a fucking police officer who was also in the military as well. So come on now. Like that shit right there is like, okay, cool. They always were around people that were judges, lawyers, and sheriffs and shit like that. So of course, me being smart enough, pay attention to your surroundings. What are they going to talk about? They're going to talk about penal codes and statutes. They're going to talk about cases and shit. So low key on your own fucking time, if you're smart enough, you're going to do the research like, okay, what does that mean? So most of the time, they will always have me stuck in the fucking house by myself. And then as a kid, and then when I had the kids, I was always stuck in the house with the kids. So what the fuck time I got left? Watching the kids, making sure they good, and I'm researching in between time because that's all the fuck I could do. But then also I grew with the time to know like just stay the fuck away from people, because if I'm always making people uncomfortable, shit, subtract yourself from fucking people, easy. So people sitting here like, oh, we got them trapped. No, the fuck you don't. That's why when people be like, you're boring. Actually, I'm not, but I'm just accustomed because I don't want to, you know. I don't need the chaos. I like my peace. I like to keep calm. But if we're going to bring that smoke shit, I'm just going to run with it. Shit, you can't be scared whenever you sitting there, you know, some shit pop off. You can't be fucking scared. It's either you're going to live, it's either do or motherfucking die. Either eat or be fucking eaten. Simple. And certain people just don't get that basic psychology. It's going to be a motherfucker that's going to sit there and keep fucking trying you until they realize like, oh, you're not the motherfucking try. And then when you get to that place, it's like, all right, let that rock. I'm gonna let that rock. So that's why I don't really be fucking caring about too much of shit. I really don't care about fucking human existence. But you know what I'm saying? If I can help, I'm gonna help. But then like now with this last situation, it's like most people just only want the help just to see what they can get away with you. So now it's just like now I pay more attention. But I mean, one thing for sure, two things for sure. I'm not gonna let somebody, especially if it can look like they homeless, I'm gonna still feed you. Get you something to drink, get you something to eat, and I'm gonna leave it at that and go about my day. At least I gave you something to eat, something to drink. If it's something, if I got clothes or something for you, you know what I'm saying? I was blessed to get something, and even though it ain't the fucking greatest place and it's still invading my motherfucking privacy and all my motherfucking rights, shit, I can still do the right thing regardless. You know what I'm saying? I have integrity. Do the right thing even when people are not looking. Isn't that one of your ethos? And some people ain't got that shit. These people want to plot every fucking chance that they get with deception and envy. When growing up in the church, you see the dirtiest shit in the church. The pastor's always messing with the young girls or the young boys in that motherfucker. Most of them be tricking off at these fucking hotels and shit like that. 10 times out of 10, the motherfucker a doctor or a RN and she creeping and she work night shift. She fucking... You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of shit. That's why, you know, when you peep the game, you peep game, and it's just like people gonna do what the fuck they gonna do. You just can't take it personal. And I don't take shit that nobody do personal. That's why I was like, what last motherfucker did, shit, that was business. Shit, you can't hurt my feelings with some shit that I already expected you to do. It didn't disappoint. It didn't disappoint, baby. So shit, you know, while they eating over false, you know, court cases and motherfucker, oh, I love you, motherfucker, I can't miss some shit that wasn't ever given to me in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I might have lost out on what I was given, but that was a lesson learned. Like, hey, you just don't give motherfuckers shit that they ain't even earned in the first place. So that was like literally on me. I was giving a motherfucker some love, but apparently they needed that. So I can't trip on that shit, regardless of what the fuck he was putting out in the motherfucking streets. That's just what they put out there. I ain't fucking gonna be mad about it. Shit. Did you eat? Did you get some good money from it? I hope you did. Did you save some? Yeah, somebody else would have been sitting there in shock, like, did she really just and did? Like, what the fuck you want me to be mad? Like, I hope you gained a good little bit of change. I hope you saved and do things. I hope you secure your kids, whatever the fuck you got going on. Onward. And shit, like he said, it wasn't like when he told me that he was like, it's not real. Why don't you just already move on? I already moved on. You're absolutely right. Cool. I just hope you happy. You know what I'm saying? Be happy. Be happy, be merry. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for you to still be playing in my energy, but it's like for him to be playing in my energy, it's like shit, you get paid. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll play along, I'll entertain the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with entertaining the bullshit with shit. So it's just like any fucking person coming at this time, like I said, it took some shit really, it's for real. These are motherfuckers just trying to plot to win a fucking court case for fucking money. That's called greed, babes. 7 deadly sins. Gluttony. You know what I'm saying? You playing with people and hoping like you in a low vibration. Of course they can get over on a lot of shit. But shit, it's natural and normal that, you're going to have your good days. You're going to have your bad days. You're going to feel a little lonely. But then once I got to that place, it's like, shit, Rita, you really not alone. You know what I'm saying? This is your solitude of you realizing who you are. You're getting a chance to love yourself a little bit better. Discover more about yourself that you lost yourself while giving to the kids and giving to people that didn't deserve it. But apparently, the creator needed you to give that to people. They needed that. Hopefully they utilize it and recognize something that they could do better for themselves, or they're not. They're going to sink or they're going to fucking swim with whatever it is that you showed them. And I know for a fact that I did my best with the capabilities that I had and what knowledge I did have. I was knowing that I was doing the best with what I had. It's not the greatest, but I did the best with what I could. You know what I'm saying? I showed you what morals could be, standards or whatever. And if they chose to take it, they took it. And if they did it, then they got shit to do with me. I did what I could with what I had. If it wasn't enough for them, cool. If they felt like I wasn't great enough, that's cool too. They ain't got shit to do with me. That's a personal problem. I did what I could. It wasn't good enough. You felt that was better? I ain't tripping. That was the same thing I looked at my ass with. You felt they was better? Shit, they got a little bit more money and change with me. Shit, when I figured, I was like, shit, you messing with Shaquita, but hey, you know what I'm saying? You like what you like. Then it was like, you fucking with, I was like, I can see why you fuck with Monica. I ain't mad with you though. That's a PhD and that's PhD money. I ain't mad at you, player. You know what I'm saying? It was like, shit, you got to get it how you got to live. But it was never like that. Even when he had that conversation, like, you knew the whole time that y'all been knew. But it's just like, shit, you got to get it how you got to live. It ain't for me to sit there and judge nobody about how the fuck you get, because that's a them problem. That ain't got shit to do with me. The intent, like when the intent is to fucking hurt your feeling, you gonna learn at the same time, like, it's alright. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. But when it's like you doing it at the expense of somebody else, that's when you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? At least, regardless, when they don't ever come back and give you to apologize, they meant to do that shit. If they don't give you that fucking apology, they meant to do that shit. They want to carry it on and delay it and prolong it. Oh, they did it, and they wanted to disrespect your ass to let it be known that that's what they wanted to do to your ass. This is no different with, the justice system letting me down, the police letting me down, the sheriff letting me down, shit, my governor, the Senate, like, I'm a fucking veteran. I should be able to have access to this shit. Y'all let me down across the board in the worst way. But it was like, shit, you know what? I'm blessed with what little bit I do have, so I'm not going to fucking complain. I won't ever fucking complain. It ain't a lot, but I make do with what I do have. So I have no space to fucking complain about any fucking thing. Shit, I'm even more blessed off the fact like motherfuckers was still fucking hating on me and I ain't have a lot. Shit, Shree, you do it the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So each day when you have to sit there and make yourself the own fucking reminders and remind yourself like, People ain't shit. They ain't gonna ever be shit in my eyes. But I won't ever allow somebody in the presence of me, and I can see like, hey, you might not see it yet, but hey, that person do support you. I'm gonna give you the words of encouragement, even though you probably don't even deserve my motherfucking words. To other people, you don't deserve that word. My heart ain't built like yours. Karma will handle any fucking body that's gonna cross me. That's between them and whoever it is that they serve or pray to or don't fucking pray or serve to. That's their fucking problem. But I'm gonna do what I have to do because apparently Archangel Michael, the creator, God, Jesus, whoever needed me in that path of that person. So I'll be a fucked up individual to not warn that person of danger, harm, or what they could do better, or give them fucking words of advice, solicited or unsolicited. But at least I said what the fuck I was sent there to do. Nothing is done unconsciously, subconsciously, or not knowingly. You're meant to do something in that purpose or that moment, whether it's for a brief 2 seconds, 5 minutes, or whatever. Whether you meant to sit there to listen to somebody or just to give them some uplifting, feed them, or go on about your motherfucking day. Shit, justice is justice. Shit, I know justice will be served eventually. I don't know how, I don't know what the fuck it's gonna look like, but shit. It happens, it happens. If it fucking don't, shit, life goes the fuck on. Shit, I'ma still be grateful. I ain't finna be sitting here feeling no type of way because these motherfuckers are disgruntled. That ain't got shit to do with me. It's just you one disgruntled motherfucker, and that's how you want to live. That's how you gotta live, and it ain't got shit to do with me. All it is just you're holding up something that may change eventually, or it may fuck not. But you can carry on what the fuck it is that you will. But I don't give a fuck. I'm still at peace. I'm gonna mind my business and stay in my own fucking lane. But anyways, 2:20. We'll be back. I will be back.